before we get started today. If you know someone who wants to play a GMRANK game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the waitlist for a campaign slot or getting into a one-shot. I will be doing some one-shots here in June, so look for those announcements first at Patreon, which is patreon.com/GMRANK, and then subsequently in the Discord and then social medias. We also have the YouTube channel where we do GM tips every single day, as well as the archives and podcasts. If you do see those, do hit the thumbs up. It does help me out a ton, so thank you. We also have physical maps for sale. If you want to get your hands on a Toivoa map, we now have those on the website under the store. Go pick one of those up. They're really pretty and they come on rag paper. It's not just white paper, it's actually that nice parchment feeling paper. So go check that stuff out. They're fairly inexpensive too. All right, but let's get you guys going because we got a lot to cover today. And you guys made plans 2 weeks ago as to what you wanted to do. You guys
mostly beat each other up.
That's pretty much it. Yep. You guys are currently here in Nausea, where you came seeking to relax and recharge after having defeated Segeos and made plans at the Kata Crater to form a fortress, a establishment, a civilization and settlement there. You decide to come back to Nausea for the chance to visit the Knuckle Dusters Fight Club and bang some heads around and learn what Ermenos can do in combat. The question becomes, is there anything you'd like to do before heading over to the Knuckle Dusters?
Crack my knuckles.
All right. So we head off in that direction. As you guys arrive at the Knuckle Dusters, you are greeted at the door by a familiar sight, Iceberg Sparkle, the local champion. After the last champion abdicated due to absence and not defending his title, Iceberg has taken over the role of town champion once again and greets you. Are you guys welcome to the Knuckle Dusters? Welcome in. How's it going? We got a big crowd tonight. You ready to have some fun?
How big we talking?
Yeah!
Oh, a couple hundred people here to watch whoever's going to be in the ring tonight. So, how are the teams going to be split up? How are you guys going to go in there and kick the crap out of each other tonight?
The whole party stares at him. 1 second.
Sure! Tell you what, I'm going to go over here and talk to the barkeep while you guys mosey around.
I can roll
That's a nice place.
and we can just choose randomly 3 people.
You are
or
not
we can try
kidding.
and split up the party based on
What?
talent.
How have I never been here?
I still
I feel
think
like
we
the
should.
entire town is here.
I still think we should draw a name out of a hat and make that person fight Ermenos.
I
Just
said
one
we
on
put
Ermenos.
Ermenos and Sathan against the 4 of you.
Whoa!
Why does it sound like Greg doesn't want to fight?
Maybe you guys get Iceberg Sparkle on your team.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
Well, how
That'd
do we
be
hit
it.
Ermenos? What are you feeling, considering you're the
I'd
one
love to
who's
wrestle
being
with
tested
him.
here?
Bryn, you've been granted inspiration.
Cool,
He's
thank
so
you.
handsome.
Feel that
Also, who the
looks to be
heck is this
deceiving.
person?
There are a few spectators here today.
Only a few.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
What did Ermenos
I
say?
don't think I'm this. Looks can be deceiving. I don't know how any of you fight.
I'm gonna my looks are not deceiving in this case. You're pretty much getting the whole
Amazing.
package by looking at me.
I'm very deceiving,
You are very deceiving.
but I am very straightforward in a sense as well. 'Cause I'll tell you exactly what's gonna happen.
He's a dragon.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna lose, and then leave it, and then like make it just
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it?
Kind of did actually.
Hermanos, you've been granted inspiration.
Armenos, do you want to fight on a team or do you want to fight solo? What kind of dynamic do you think you could stretch your legs in?
Probably best to learn to fight as a crew.
I don't disagree.
Do you guys want to fight together as one team?
Well, who would be fighting against if that was the case?
Who else? But yours truly.
Let's gang up on that guy.
I'm liking this idea.
This doesn't feel fair for him.
He smiles
I know.
broadly, his sharp teeth glistening. Trust me, it'll be alright. After
He's
all,
a tough guy.
this is not a title fight.
Oh, so you're not even gonna try? You only use 10% of your power?
That's kind of the plan. As he leaps into the arena, the crowd's going to cheer. All right, ladies and
You guys wanna
gentlemen,
do it.
let's get this party started. Whoever these losers are going to take on me, Iceberg Sparkle.
How big's that drop?
20 feet.
Oh, okay. Are there stairs?
There are not. You can lower yourself down, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide over the edge and then just very carefully
He's just gonna fly down.
Let's slide my stomach over the corner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like they've got their plan together. Looks like they're ready to throw down with yours truly. Tell you what we're going to do, like we always do. We're going to get ready to rumble. Please, let's roll for initiative.
I don't know if hiding
All happens very suddenly.
With advantage, he is going to get a 20 to start. What happened there? Your music's going. Something.
How intense this fight is.
Yeah.
The two different soundtracks to it.
All right. So
Don't worry, guys. We'll definitely level up after this.
that's not happening.
And
All right. So there's Tati, Hermes, Oshin.
Yum.
Who am I missing? Hermes, Oshin, Ruzid. Sason did not target his token.
I swear mine never goes through for some reason.
All good. So.
Mine was also mean.
Oh. All right. Going down the order here. Going down the order here. Bryn Gemflower. You're in the stands?
Yeah. I thought. Sorry, I thought we last time. Bryn is still. Bryn can't wear any armor because of his. Because he's still weakened from casting Wish. In the
Okay.
last
Don't get hit.
Bryn's gonna try and. Bryn's gonna try and rile the crowd.
All right. You are very quiet, by the way. It's like your mic's covered or something.
doing like a cheer, but it's like
What are you spelling?
TRAINWRECK.
Oh,
I tried to spell coin, but I misspelled it, which is really appropriate because coin is just out of range for bardic inspiration, so I can't give bardic.
Very
I'm
good.
so confused because it misspelled.
Bryn will end his turn without doing anything.
All right.
Thanks, Bryn. We can always count on you, buddy.
So, Iceberg's going to target one of the people in the arena. 1d6. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tati! He turns to see you trying to flank him, and he's going to run towards you. As he does so, he leaps through the air using boots of striding and springing and lands there. As he does so, he is going to rage, and we are going to use a Tavern Brawler strike against you. Pow! A 15 will miss you.
What is he hitting me with?
His hands.
Oh, all right.
A 22 to strike you, Tati.
Yeah, 22 gets me right round the ears.
All right, you're going to suffer 16 damage here.
Got it.
And his, let's how many attacks does he get? So 2. All right, so he's got you there, and he used. He's not. Oh, he bonus action ranged. All right, that's going to be it for his turn, Mr. Coin.
Coin's going to count his paces. Perfect. He's kind of, I'm even going to showboat a little bit. 22. He's zigzagging his way over. I think he's smart enough to do it in such a way that he reaches his destination.
Sure.
I'm trying to do the math perfectly, so I'm not also throwing. It's very narrow, but he zigzags all the way to right behind him.
As you come up on him, it's like the scene from the Justice League where Superman sees the Flash.
And he's going to ready 2 knuckles to blow straight into his back. I'm just going to roll for 2 unarmed strikes here.
Sure.
I'm going to have to custom roll it because of the claw.
Sure.
Makes it a 2d10.
As you do this in a very fancy style.
Okay, so I rolled it in D Beyond. It doesn't show here. Let me, I'll just roll to hit first.
There it is. 29 to hit for 6 bludgeoning damage. Excellent.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's rolling 1d10 or 2d10.
Let me mouse over it and find out.
It says 1d10.
Because it's not letting me modify the
Gotcha.
damage off the base unarmed strike. Although I can just, I guess, hit this on the claw directly.
Okay.
It'd be 11 plus 4.
All right. So you're going to
15
do
to hit.
15 damage. He shrugs it off as he's only going to take 7 points of damage.
Okay. His left arm,
Ugh.
not right arm.
A little
Just gonna
further
go
to the
for
left,
15.
please.
Does a 15 land? I'm
It
assuming
does
it does
not.
Okay. This is advantage, right? Since I'm flanking off Tati?
Yes. Oh, there you go. A little lower.
For
3 damage.
11?
Oh, sorry, 5 damage.
Yeah, I'll figure out if I can set up a more intuitive roll, but he will do that. He's going to attempt a stun strike.
Okay.
For that
He's
last
immune
one
to
that
being
just went
stunned.
And now we know.
All right.
Knowing his half the battle.
He's a
At-
tough guy.
At the end of your turn, he's going to try to grab an improvised weapon. That improvised weapon is going to be Coin. Coin needs you to roll acrobatics or athletics. Needs you to beat a 32.
Acrobatics or athletics. I'm going to even toss a lucky on this and we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. He's going to gulp very audibly.
All right. The legendary
I guess
action
it's more
here
of a
is to
croak.
grab you and smash Tati with Coin.
Ow. Sorry. Swings away.
Tati does an 18 bludgeon you.
18 will bludgeon me.
For 14 damage because he's raging. Coin, you're going to also suffer 14 damage.
Valid.
All right, Sason, what do you want to do?
I hope you do like a little dog squeaky toy every time you hit.
You are not grappled, Coin, at this point.
You actually hear the sound of like a money bag getting swung. It's like a coin purse.
No
almost.
wonder it hurts so much. You're carrying so much gold on you right now.
I've been thinking do this.
Why did you guys start fighting all the way over there? We all entered on this side, and now we have to walk all the way to you. God, it's so inefficient.
Try it. Running.
Eric, am I considered grappled going forward, or
No.
is that just like a let's go? Okay,
It's him using you as an improvised weapon. You're not grappled.
understood.
Yeah, I guess I just dash.
Does he get
I wanna
poisoned
just-
from grabbing you?
No, he does
Good
not.
question.
He's immune to being poisoned.
Now we know.
Knowing is
Yeah,
half the battle.
that's it.
G.I. Joe. Okay. Anything else, Jason? No?
Nah, they're doing great.
All right. As a legendary action, I'm going to use an improvised weapon in the form of Tati. Tati needs you to roll acrobatics or athletics, and needs you to be a 24, or I'm going to bash coin with you.
Oh. We know he doesn't discriminate. That's nice.
Nope.
All right. Coin. A 20 to bludgeon you.
I mean, that misses.
Okay. So, Tati, you will take no damage as he releases you.
Oh, I misclicked. Oops.
Tati, it is your turn.
Well, I feel like I'm in a great spot, so I'm gonna stab this guy with a vibroblade.
Okay.
Maybe.
He looks down at the little dagger. What's that?
This is the most impressive weapon in
Really?
this time period. And it's for sure gonna let me fucking roll it. Like,
With a
I don't know
24, your blade skips against his armor, doing nothing.
oh, yeah, that should have been with advantage. Give me.
Yes.
It didn't even prompt me. Hold on. That was either a 1 or a 20.
It was a natural 20.
Fantastic.
Cool. All right, so that's going to deal 13 plus 2 is going to be 15 damage. Okay. Plus your sneak attack, please.
Oh, it didn't roll it. I'm like, what is happening?
Something's messed up.
Oh, goodness. Sneak attack. Go ahead. Oh, it doesn't want to let me click on the things. Well, there we go. 35.
All right. So that's 15 plus 35, so a total of 50. He will cut that down to 25 because he is raging. Oh.
Oh god.
Finish him off, Romanos! Wait, never mind.
You killed him.
All right.
Sure. I'm just doing a quick check here to see if it hurts more to get hit with his hands or get hit with an ally. I'm gonna bonus action disengage and find a different place to stand.
Okay. Cool. At the end of Tati's turn, I'm going to use a third legendary action to attempt to use coin as an improvised weapon. Coin, need you to roll an athletics or acrobatics, need you to beat a 24.
Coin's weapon with reach, I take it.
Coin! He picks you up and chucks you at Sason. Sason!
Wait. I have resistance to this.
Projectile grung? As a projectile growed with a 26 to hit you, sir.
It's actually a 22, unless he has true sight.
Okay. He does not have true sight. So
Alright,
You know when the Muppets,
Well, not
where
true, but you know.
when they toss the Kermit,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
that's
Oh, yeah,
kind of what's
yeah.
happening.
All right. So does a 22 strike you?
No, it does not.
All right. Coin, you fall flat next to him. All right. Ruzid.
Rizid's gonna become a big kobold
Okay.
and use Giant Smite. And it's a bonus action. And they're a big kobold. They're not a dragon. They're just a big kobold. Where is mark it off? There it is. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my action to dash to there.
Okay.
And then he's gonna say to Iceberg, "I'm coming for you!"
Sweet. I'm looking forward to a challenge. Finally, someone who is at least kind of my size.
And turn.
All right. At the end of Ruzid's turn, I will use my fourth legendary action to pick up coin and use him as an improvised weapon. I need you to roll an acrobatics or athletics check. It'll be a 29. Coin.
Coin is grabbing the dirt. No, wait.
Coin, stand up. You can't. Oh.
Bam.
Give me a C. Give me an O. Shit.
We throw Coin at Ruzin, and Coin curves right into Sason.
I just wanted to fight him.
An 18 will miss Sason. All right.
I'm just shoving him away with my shield.
Oshin, what would you like to do?
Gonna look at Hermanos and just say, "Go get him," and I'm gonna cast haste on him.
Good luck.
You see Iceberg turn a spellcaster. Well, ain't that special?
No, I'm not coming after you. He is.
All right.
Hit that guy.
That'll be it.
After Oshin, we go to Hermanos.
All right. Oh no, I actually have to decide what I want to do because everything just changed there. Right. Ooh, here's what I will do. I'm going to use my action to cast Armor of Agathis on myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my bonus action to spring forward and take a flying leap, which which gives me a flying speed equal to twice my walking speed, which is already doubled, so I can just get. I'm just going to take a single jump and land here.
Okay. Awesome.
Then, with my hasted action, I am going to raise an axe and try
Okay.
to bring it down on Iceberg.
Cool. He looks at you and catches the haft of the axe in his hand. That was really cool. You almost got me. And he deflects it to the side.
Impressive.
I can say the same to you. Anything else, Hermanos?
That is all I can do for now.
Green Gem Flower?
Bryn is going to get up and start walking over to get closer to where the action is. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll take a dash action and go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can we inspire anyone from here? Yes. Oshin and Ruzid are in range. Ruzid, I think, is more likely to get picked up and swung into somebody, so we'll give Ruzid Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. The magical effect fizzles as the magic barrier of the arena prevents it from taking hold.
Yeah,
Just get in here. Come on.
I think if he gets within 5 feet of me, I just fold like wet tissue paper. So I'm quite happy to stay out here with my -5.
At least come up with a better cheer.
rules-ish question.
Yes.
Is Bardic? So I understand if Bryn would have tried to like cast haste on
No effects from
but I
outside of the
believe
arena.
Bardic-
No effects from outside of the arena can affect anyone
Okay.
inside the arena.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if it just says if they hear you, they're inspired. So I didn't know.
Yeah.
It has
No.
been
on
ruled
that
to
one.
be. It has been ruled in this playgroup in the past to be a strictly magical effect. So
Okay.
it would get blocked by. Yeah.
The field, yeah. It's the specific rules of this arena. Yep. All right. Otherwise,
that's cool.
I'm going to
Does
start
that,
doing all
I
sorts
guess-
of stuff with all sorts of people from around the arena, and it's going to get gross.
That would be pretty
You
actually.
should do it. It's gonna
Oh,
be
well,
amazing.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I guess that was more my thing, is I didn't know whether bardics are considered magical or like you inspiring somebody else by like cheering them on.
It's both.
Because outside of
both,
this, then I
maybe.
didn't know whether they would work in like an anti-magic field.
I'm gonna have to double check that. If someone wants to look that up for me, that'd be helpful. All right. Anything else, Bryn? Any more movement?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
Iceberg's going to start his turn. He turns to you guys. Oh, isn't this really cool? I got a little jumping tiefling and a grode. Interesting.
Oh, he knows. That's
Wait,
nice.
how? I have questions.
It's a shade of his
Catch Riley
skin.
told him.
It's not racist. It's just a matter of appreciation of a certain ethnicity.
Okay, that raises
Okay,
a
now
lot
it
of
feels
questions.
weird.
Now I'm confused.
He reaches out, and we're going to choose who he's going to grab at. Choosing 1d2.
Rouge is raising his hand.
Coin. He reaches out to grab a hold of your leg. Did you
Coin's
do
pointing
24?
at Sazin. He's pointing at Sazin.
Why are you playing these?
You managed to wriggle free.
No, get him, get him.
He reaches over to grab Erminos' tail.
Oh no.
Erminos, I need you to roll an acrobatics or athletic. Going to beat a 32. Erminos, he grabs you by the tail and then your ankle, and he's going to take you and drive you horns first down into Coin.
Ow.
A 24 to strike you, Coin.
I would have rather gotten swung.
Okay. Coin and Erminos are both going to suffer 13 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to use my reaction. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the reaction to reduce the damage on myself with a protected field.
Sure.
By that die is a this plus my intelligence modifier. Okay, there are 1d10. So I'll take no damage.
Awesome. Cool. All right. And then
And
anything else?
all right, I just also have to. I also have to see that. Okay, so he's not hitting me with a melee attack, so I don't think that triggers Armor of Agathis.
Correct.
Didn't he hit you with a melee?
You would be triggering Armor of Agathis against Coin.
Oh.
Do you want to or not?
I don't think I have a choice.
Oh, okay.
It just. Yeah.
Creature hits you.
It just says if a creature hits me with a melee attack. So I'm
Well,
not sure
I
if
guess
that
it depends
counts
on how
if
you
I'm
define
hitting.
So,
the
yeah,
creature hitting
Coin
you.
and Iceberg both need to make the take the damage here.
I think
So-
it's valid. You're impacting Coin.
Right.
He's gonna.
But I'm also
You're-
dealing
he's
the damage.
touching the armor.
Yep. So we'll do both. All right. So
Stop hitting
And I cast it
yourselves.
at 4th level, so it's just 20 damage.
20 damage.
straight
Okay.
up.
He will suffer 5 because he's resistant and raging. So suffers 5 cold damage.
Coin takes the pull.
Wait, doesn't raging give you resistance, so it doesn't stack?
No,
with
he
resistance?
cuts damage in half as well as getting the cold resistance on top of that. It's great.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to take you, and with our bonus action, we're going to use you as an improvised weapon once again. And I've already grabbed a hold of you for this, so I don't have to roll that again. I'm just going to try to bash Coin again using you.
Someone get this guy a stick or something.
As I lift you up and body slam you on top of Coin, a 26 to strike you, Coin.
Comfortably hit.
Okay. So, that'll be 13 to each of you. And he's going to smile. Well, that's the best I've got for the moment. What do you got? Coin?
Also 20 more cold damage going out.
Understood. 20 more cold damage to you, Coin, as he suffers 5.
I'm sorry. Coin takes what?
20 more cold damage.
40 more. Okay. Now,
Found my
no.
cross-brand weapon. It's called their Minnows.
You know what? I just decided I'm done being the heel. Bye. Coin goes invisible.
Okay. Cool.
Now,
Coin is now invisible.
Eric, I'm gonna ask you something, and you just tell me if I can do it.
Sure.
So I can't. I haven't attacked, so I would technically provoke opportunity. But if Coin were to roll a stealth and try to tack roll northwards, surely Iceberg is not going to know, presuming the stealth check.
Let's see what you got.
That's what is being attempted.
Sure.
He's gonna start rolling northward.
Iceberg
gonna be
looks
hitting-
down at you as you go rolling by. Well, ain't it? That's kind of noisy, though, isn't it?
It's
Boy, stop
several-
saying "ow" every time you move.
there's so much gravel on the ground.
Oh.
And he's going to attempt to roll out of range because it's already occurring.
Yeah.
This is why he's trying to stealth.
Uh-huh.
So he has an opportunity attack.
No, he doesn't. You're invisible. He can't opportunity attack invisible creatures.
Oh, thank God.
It's one of the few things he's not good at is seeing invisible creatures.
Coin rolls onto his stomach and starts kissing the ground.
All right. As you roll, splat, we will use a legendary action at the end of your turn. And we're going to take Hermenos. Hermenos, I need you to roll an acrobatics or athletics check. Need you to beat a 24. All right.
Oh.
I do not use Hermenos as a improvised weapon here. Sayson, what would you like to do?
Quite honestly, watch. But I guess I should get in here. I might be enjoying this perhaps too much.
Come on, guy. You're Shrani. I think you make a great weapon.
Yeah, I've got a lot of metal bits. I'm sure that would hurt a lot of people.
It'd be great.
Let's. For who exactly?
The crowd.
Yeah, that's a fair call. What if instead we cast Aura Vitality, and I'm going to plus one creature. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to heal Coin for 8 hit points with my bonus action.
Do I have anything I can do about this? You are not adjacent to me, and I don't have my
Or not.
No, I don't have that active yet. Go ahead. You're good.
Great. That's fine. And since that's it, I don't want to go stand next to him. That seems like a bit of a mistake. I will actually step this way, and that's all.
More room for me.
Yeah, you go in there. I'm just gonna be support this match. You guys have fun up there.
All right. So you moved away. At the end of your turn, Sayson, I'm going to use a legendary action to attempt to take Hermenos and use him as an improvised weapon. Hermenos, need you beat a 25. Hermenos, you are picked up, and we're going to throw you at either Tati, Ruzin, or Sayson. 1d3. Number 2, that's Tati. Tati, we throw Hermenos at you. As we yeet Tiefling, a 30 to strike you, Tati.
Yeah, I feel like I got hit with a tiefling.
You will suffer 13 bludgeoning damage. Oh, there you go. You guys make a great couple.
I'm still upright, so I totally caught him, right?
Sure. As you catch the crossbody
My
tiefling.
fiance would be happy about that.
All right. Tati, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, good. Yeah, let me put Armenos down.
You don't have to be mean and insult him.
No, I was gonna put him gently on the sand. I
Oh, I thought you were going to put him down.
Let's see. In that case, let's do. Let's. I have some nice options, but let's do. This is not good. His con is really high, isn't it? He looked pretty con heavy. Nah, fuck it. Sapping sting at this guy.
Sure. As a sapping sting washes over him, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw of a DC 14. He got a 23 because he rolled really
Not
poorly.
bad.
Yep.
He got a plus 14. That's pretty good for him.
Yep. All right.
Cool. Yeah, I wave at him.
And next time, can you aim for right behind the ear and feel a little better?
Sure thing.
Appreciate that.
Does he have ears? He didn't look like he had ears.
He gestures to the back of his neck.
I'm gonna investigate his ear situation real closely next time I get a chance.
All right. He will not use the legendary action yet. Anything else, Tati? No?
No. I mean, unless I can hide behind Hermetos, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of hiding opportunities.
There's not a lot of hiding in this arena. All right, Ruzid.
Ruzid's going to use his bonus action to activate the Frost Rune and give himself a +2 bonus to all ability checks and saving throws that use Strength or Con.
Ah, nice. The Rune Warrior. I knew someone who did that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's her name, Rifer?
Yeah, actually. How'd you know him?
I remember a long time ago.
Ah,
He was like one of the first people I met when I started venturing, though it wasn't really on the best terms.
awesome.
I kind of want to see him again someday.
Well, he's right over there in the stands.
Rifer, this one's for you! And then Ruzid's gonna cast haste on himself
Forget
as
where
his
I put him.
action.
I know he's in here somewhere. You're gonna cast haste on yourself. All right.
And then as my hasted action, well, and then I'm gonna move up, and as my hasted action, I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
All right. You need to roll your acrobatic, your athletics.
Advantage. Athletics with advantage.
Yep. And he
36.
got a 24, so you grabbed a hold of him. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Love the bear hug.
And then I'm going to what was it? I'm going to use action surge
Okay.
and slam him back and forth over and over again.
Okay.
And do the Tavern Brawler strike. Actually, I'm gonna shove him first. I'm gonna attempt to shove him.
All right. You're gonna shove him prone.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So he's gonna get knocked prone.
Now it's my turn, and he's gonna slam him back and forth.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. The first one will damage him, dealing 9 bludgeoning damage. What's
Additional
5?
from the Rune Knight thing?
All right. So 15. No, sorry, 14. Cut in half to 7. He's resistant. Got it. All right. Anything else? He's cutting all damage in half, not resistant.
Yeah, that's everything for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use the legendary action. He's going to try to use you as an improvised weapon. Need you to beat a 24, sir.
Ruzid laughs.
Okay.
You have to try harder than that.
Oshin Ryman.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna go 10. And then I'm going to cast. I don't think I added it to my.
What are you trying to cast? Did his power go out?
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
it just like paused for a second. I during the last few sessions, I bought and inscribed Mold Earth, the cantrip, but I hadn't added it to my character sheet yet.
Okay.
But I would have just seen Tati trying to hide behind something, and I would have like taken some of the dirt from, I believe it has a 30-foot range, so
Okay.
I can take this dirt and stack it on the dirt next to it. It's about her height, so she has something to hide behind.
Okay, next to her.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So we're going to put a little box over there. Cool. There you go.
And that'll be it.
Awesome.
Oh, it's a 30-foot range, so I can only put it like
Understood.
right
I'll
next
move
to
it.
him.
Cool.
And that's it, though.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm going to use a 4th legendary action here to try to use Ruzid as an improvised weapon. 32, Ruzid.
Advantage. 34.
All right. Cool. Armenos, what would you like to do?
Yeah, let's first of all, I'm going to move my eye patch one eye to the other. And as I do so, you'll see a glowing blue eye that's unnaturally wide open. And as that eye is exposed to the air, I will take on a shimmering, sickly blue energy around me to activate my form of dread.
Okay.
I'm going to stride forward around this molded earth, and I'm going to try and swing down my axe upon Iceberg Sparkle. So.
Oh my goodness! Doesn't he look scary? Oh god. A 32 will strike him, dealing 7 damage.
And we're going to actually deal more than that because I'm going to make that necrotic damage and all right, let me make sure I can do that. Okay, yes. I'm going to make that necrotic damage and get to roll an extra damage die. So you'll make that 25. And then I'm also going to make that a psionic strike and spend a psionic energy die to add a d10 to the damage.
Okay.
So that should be 25 necrotic and 8 force, reduced however it may be with his ability.
Gotcha. All done. Anything else?
I've got more attacks coming. I'm just making sure.
All right.
Making sure.
Well, because you did that, I'm going to use my reaction, and I'm going to make a Tavern Brawler strike, trying to use Ruzid as a weapon.
Okay.
Ruzid, need you roll a acrobatics or athletics. Gotta be a 30. Ruzid! I'm going to use you as a weapon against Armenos. Armenos, this is with disadvantage to bludgeon you. A 27 to bludgeon you with a Ruzid.
That'll hit.
All right, this is going to deal 13 damage. And because I have Crusher, I'm going to move you 5 feet.
Ah,
All right.
this guy's strong.
All right. Undeterred, I will step back
Okay,
toward him, and I'm going to hack away. I've got 2 more swings.
sure.
One,
Ouch.
2.
All right. For an additional 6 plus 4, so 10 more.
And then since he's prone and I've got advantage, I'm just going to action surge.
Okay.
3 more. Wow.
Those will not hit. The last one does hit for 8. In fact, the 9 should not have hit. But the 32 does strike him for an additional 8 damage. Got it.
And then...
He's an AC of 26.
Oh, I still have my haste action. So sorry, one more swing.
Okay.
There we go. And let's Eldritch Smite this.
Okay.
Taste it already.
Whack, 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 whack.
So...
Die.
Pretty much. All right, so 28 so far.
Yep, and that's 1d8 plus... Sorry, I'm using so many different abilities that it's hard to keep track of what does exactly what. Okay, so that's a 4th level spell slot, so that should be a total of 5d8.
All right, 28 plus 71 would be 99. 99 cut in half would be 49. All right. Got it. Now that hurt.
Use my movement to. I'll use my movement to walk away.
Okay,
I don't want to be in grappling range.
cool.
That is everything.
Awesome. Bryn, you want to jump in?
Bryn is frantically taking notes upon observing Hermanos in combat and seeing how he would be able to best support him in the future. He's going to continue walking this way, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and might take a seat at this bench with his little notepad.
Okay.
Let's see. Armor of Agathis suggests Warlock. Warlock suggests Devil's Sight. Maybe I could throw Magical Darkness down. Could combo that somehow. We're not going to want to give him temporary hit points. He's making notes on a little notepad. Oh, speaking of invisibility, Coin's gone. Bryn is going to cast True Seeing on himself so he can observe Coin during the battle.
Valid.
I am on the ground panting with a starfish.
All right. So at the start of his turn, he's going to look at Ruzid. You done good, kid. Now it's my turn. He grabs behind him, and from what looks like hammer space, an enormous maul with a head that is shaped in the skull of a white dragon comes out. The handle is a spinal column. The eyes glow with blue fire. He turns and lets go of you as he will baseball swing this maul into you, sir. From disadvantage, we're going to... Actually, you know what? Yeah, disadvantage. We're going to attack you with disadvantage. Wham! A 26 to bludgeon you, Ruzid.
The 26 misses because I have an insane amount of AC because of haste and ceremony.
Okay. His second swing will be a 28.
29 is what you need to beat.
Goodness. All right.
Yep. Haste and ceremony is just stupid.
How long does ceremony last? 7 days?
A week. Yep. I've been tracking.
Okay. And the third swing will be a 23 because he's prone. All right. We're going to have to action surge because I got to stand up and you're holding me down. So, 3 more swings. 20, a 21, and a 28. All right.
Done.
Mr. Coin.
Coin's gonna push off the ground. He goes like 5 feet up, and then he lands back in the same spot. No longer stealthy. Alright. My turn. He's gonna run at him, and he's gonna hit him 4 times like really, really fast. Almost like Coin does not want to be here right now. Is this with advantage? Is this considered
Yes.
blank?
He's prone already.
Prone.
I guess the prone 2. Okay, so that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4.
All right. So you'll strike him twice.
First one, second one.
All right. So the first one will deal 6 damage to him. And the second one there does 39, cut in half to 21. Wait, no. 39 with 19. All right. 19 damage there. Yes, sir.
Coin is thwacking. As soon as the 4th, he doesn't even stop to see if it lands. He just starts running.
As you go running away, he's going to reach back and he's going to try to grab a hold of you using Sentinel.
Oh boy.
Still invisible?
I am invisible.
Oh, you are invisible. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
did that proc my sentinel?
Go ahead. No, I can't hit him. He's invisible. Go ahead, Coin.
Coin runs.
All right.
Not stealthy at all. You can hear the pitter patter of grung feet, of growed feet against, dirt.
Road.
All right. We're going to try to use a legendary action to use Ruzid as a weapon. Ruzid, need you to be a 26, please. All right. Got the right setup here. All right, Sason, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna be honest, my heart's really not in just beating up this guy. It feels really unfair. and I'm kind of here to see Hermetos do his thing. So I'm just gonna sit back, keep healing. I've still got Aura Vitality up, so I'll heal Coin a little bit more.
You can't see him.
Told you.
Just as a creature in range, it doesn't say I need to see them.
Cool. All right.
And he's made it very clear he's noisy. All right, it's not much, but you know, this is 4 healing. I guess I'll dodge with my main action. I'm just kind of watching. All right, keep it up, guys. You're doing great.
All right. At the end of Saison's turn, we're going to use another legendary action with a 33 Ruzid.
Ooh.
Humbug. All right.
Nice.
Tati, what do you want to do?
I'm
Silly.
gonna go run this way. Oop, come on, buddy. Come in here. I want to take a good look at this guy's ears.
They are flat against his skull, like a dragon or a lizard.
He has ears like a lizard has ears.
Yeah. Little holes on the sides of their heads.
Very cute. Here we go.
And your attack roll here is going to cling against his armor, doing nothing.
Rude. I am going to bonus action disengage, but I don't have much movement left. Here we go.
All right. Cool. Disengage. You moved away from me, so I do get to use my sentinel here. So we will use that, and we're going to try to grab a hold of Tati. Tati,
Would that trigger my sentinel? I don't know if it counts.
not yet. I haven't attacked her yet. Tati, does a 31 strike you? Or sorry, athletics or acrobatics got to be a 31.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yep.
Both of my very strongest things. Don't
Right.
even worry about it.
My very strong.
All right, Tati, you've been picked up and are going to slam into Ruzid here. As we are going to make a Tavern Brawler strike with disadvantage. A 25 will not strike you, Ruzid, but I did attack you.
Wait, this guy has sentinel. And wait, if he has sentinel, then my sentinel doesn't work.
Right.
What weird feat sentinel is.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Yep. All right. So after
I will get. It was disadvantage. Yeah.
Yep. All good. Cool. Tati, anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that's everything.
All right, me attacking Ruzid with disadvantage is sucking. Ruzid.
Let's see how you fare against my new weapon. And Riz is gonna go over to Hermanos and start hitting him with Iceberg Sparkle.
Okay.
Wait. Ruzid, same team.
I just want to see how good my new weapon is.
Do it.
Who's gonna hit him?
Does a
Try to hit
16
him.
strike you, Hermanos?
Not at all.
Okay. A 15 won't either.
You should have aimed for the head.
Hey, Kobold! It's more about aiming for the waistline. They can't dodge that easily.
I'm just really excited. I'm just kind of, whipping you around haphazardly.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, ain't it?
Yeah! End turn.
All right, at the end of your turn, it's going to become another legendary action. I'm just going to try to grab Hermanos. Hermanos, I need you to roll acrobatics or athletics. Got to be a 24. Do you have advantage on that for any reason?
I don't think so.
All right, we're going to use Hermanos to bash Ruzid. 23 does not bash Ruzid. All right.
It's just like Ruzid's holding Iceberg Sparkle, who's holding Hermanos, who's bashing Ruzid with Hermanos.
Gotta try, man. I gotta get you off of me, and the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is with the Tavern Brawler
The
Strike.
situation is quite funny.
It is. Yeah, I gotta roll it just an 11. Really, it's not hard. He's just rolling like crap. Or what? I'm sorry, not 11. A 15. All right. So after Ruzid's turn, we go to Oshin.
I'm just gonna stay here and watch.
Okay. Then I will
I want
use.
to see how Hermanos does.
Sure. We'll use our 4th legendary action here to grab a hold of Hermenos once again. Need to be to 26. We strike at Ruzid and fail once again. I am not rolling well. All right, Hermenos, what do you want to do?
Step to here
What?
and start attacking.
I think that makes it more of a flail than a bludgeoning weapon.
Flail.
A whip.
The critical strike will hit, sir.
Okay, we're gonna change. So this will be necrotic damage. We'll add an extra damage die of that as well. That's a great extra die to add.
Yep.
They'll make that also a psionic strike as well.
All right.
Another D10.
We're 36 so far. 36 plus 18. So 36 plus 18 would be 54.
The 36 is necrotic. The 18 is force. If any of that matters.
All right.
And then, oh, also, I forgot to do this last time, but if he is capable of being frightened, I'd like him to make a wisdom save.
He is raging and immune to being frightened.
Right. In that case, I will just make my last 2. Actually, I think I get to make 3 attacks now, because... Okay, so that's the last attack of my action.
Okay. Suffer 6 damage.
Wasted action. Then making sure. Okay, and then bonus action with great weapon master.
Okay.
Oh my.
All right, here we go.
I can't add anything more to that.
All right, dealing an additional
Those other
11
features are once
damage.
per turn.
All right,
Sweet.
cool.
And I will try to step out of grabbing range.
All right, cool. Brent.
All right. We're going to move over one more bench. Bryn doesn't feel he needs to get in the fight because it looks like we are clearly winning, and a non-stressful day counts as 2 days towards recovering from Wish. So, as fun as it would be to get involved, I think being ready faster for an actual fight that matters, that determines more than our pride, is probably more important than beating this guy one turn faster. Besides, Jason and Oshin aren't even fighting, and we're still winning. So, yeah, Bryn will continue taking notes.
Come up with a better cheer, or I'm gonna throw iceberg at you.
I'd like to see you try, Ruzit.
Why would you say that? You know what's happening next.
I should not have said that. I should not have said that.
All right,
Well, you
Bring.
asked for it.
as Bryn ends his turn,
I'd like to see you try, Ruzid.
Iceberg Sparkles can use his bonus action to open his mouth and breathe out a cold breath, like so, affecting Sason, Tati, and Ruzid. I need the 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw of a DC 21 or suffer 21 cold damage.
Don't you know it's supposed to be dexterity saving throws?
I succeeded.
Okay, you're going to suffer half of the damage, so 10.
I'm gonna use my reaction to have it to 5.
Okay,
Dragon.
cool. Sason, you take the 10, but you can't fail the con save.
Yeah, that was just kind of rude, man. I really wasn't a part of that.
And then we're going to use that maul with disadvantage on you, Ruzid.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of refreshing. It was getting a little hot, anyways.
A 22 fails. 24 fails. A 29!
Oh, he hits me. He hits me.
There we go. All right, 29, dealing 15 bludgeoning damage. I used bludgeoning damage against you. We are going to... Goodness, there's no place good for me to move you to. Goodness. All right, but you are moved, which causes the grapple to break. He can use half his movement to stand up. And yeah, from here we go to Sea-Toad Coin.
Coin, he's going to turn to the crowd, puts his hands to the side, and he says, "Who wants to see me end this man's life?"
No, I don't
You're,
want to
invi-
kill
you're
him.
The
invisible.
crowd murmurs.
No one's gonna see it.
No,
You
I
crowd
can't see
it. My friend.
Asking who said that.
Coin remembering he's invisible. After no fanfare, he's gonna walk behind Sazin and use the hide action.
Okay. Embarrassment is a
Yeah,
cruel mistress.
He bumps into Sazin very loudly.
That's what I thought. No one gets to hurt Iceberg except me.
That's turn.
All right. So, after Seaton Coin, we're going to use a legendary action to try to. Goodness, we got to try to use Ruzid as an improvised weapon here. Ruzid! Needs you to be a 26. Goodness gracious, dude. All right. Sayson, what do you want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna first try and head north and bump into Cito and Coin. Sorry, why are you... Okay. Good luck.
Watch where you're going.
I was trying, but yeah, that's a fair call. I guess. I'm gonna come over here.
You are lame. Step away from
I'm just gonna be
Bryn.
right here. No, I am 100% coming here because you're gonna throw him at Bryn. We all know what's about to happen here.
You, sir, are lame.
I kind of really wanted the fight to end by throwing Iceberg Sparkle out of the arena and hitting Bryn.
All right. So, anything else, Sayson?
Yeah, I still got my spell up, all bonus action to heal myself.
Okay.
Just 2d6 plus 5 because of my new feat.
Sure. All right. Tati?
Okay, here we go. Gonna make myself a target again. And once more.
Okay.
Oh god damn, let me do things.
You do have advantage on that.
I know, it's not prompting me for advantage properly. It's also displaying real weird.
It is displaying real weird. It's doing like weird rolls. It's almost like you got two versions of Roll20 open. Like two copies of it in different browsers.
Didn't update. But all my browsers are... Anyway,
Okay.
26 to hit.
Okay. Well, I have... Yep, okay. So 26 to hit. We will hit him. Dealing 5 damage plus your sneak attack damage.
I'm gonna do a piercing in his ear hole.
Okay.
Where is my sneak attack? Here it is.
All right. So 10 plus 9 would be 39. For cutting that half would be 19 damage. All right. Anything else from Tati?
Bonus action, hide in this guy's face.
Okay. That seems to be ineffective.
Go figure.
He's going to use a legendary action to try to grab a hold of you, Tati.
Sure.
Need you beat a 28 with your acrobatics or athletics.
Sure. Why not? That's
All right.
Nope.
At this point, we are going to go ahead and try to use Tati to bludgeon Ruzid. It's a critical strike.
got him right in the eye.
Ruzid,
my
you're going
eye!
to suffer 19 damage as you get a Tati to the face.
Tati, why did you take a swing at him while he was swinging at you?
I was swinging at the dragon ear, but I got the wrong dragon.
Tati, you will also suffer the 19 damage.
Got it.
Thank you. Ruzid, I dealt bludgeoning damage to you. I move you 5 feet.
Okay.
All right, Ruzid, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm gonna use one of my attacks to attempt to grapple Sason.
Oh, come on. We're really doing this now? I mean...
Basketball special.
What do I have to beat? A 39?
38. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Good luck.
30. Yeah. Great. We'll go for it. Why not?
I'm gonna,
Oh, that
I'll
also
use my-
rolled with advantage, which I don't have, but.
I'm gonna use my second attack to throw Sason at Iceberg.
Okay.
I don't know what I need. I don't even know what I need to roll for this, but like, I just want to do it.
It's an
I think-
improvised weapon
I'm
attack
looking-
with disadvantage.
I'm joining his side.
I'm still like, I still get to throw him though, regardless, like whether it hits
Correct,
or not.
yep.
I'm not super
He
worried
lands
about.
next
I do
to him.
want to throw him. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna move back down, which is that much movement. And then I'm going to attack to attempt to grapple Iceberg Sparkle.
All right. You try to
On.
grab a hold of him.
Come on.
Yep. You grabbed a hold of
Yes.
him.
And then I'm gonna use my remaining
Hold
movement
up.
to move up.
No. Wait.
Oh.
I have a portent 20 skill check that I'm going to give to him.
Okay. So that gives him a 33 to
I'm gonna
succeed.
use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs on him.
Okay. Who would you like to grant your D20 to, Ruzid?
Myself.
All right. The silvery barbs results in a 24.
Oh. Not enough.
All right.
Oh wait, it is enough. Wait, what happens when there's a portent and then you cast? Yeah, then he loses, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, so it worked. Yes.
So you're gonna
And now,
yeet him.
now I'm gonna move 5 feet up before I eat him to get him a little closer, and then
Sure.
I'm gonna eat him at Bryn.
Okay. All right. So
There you go.
you throw him towards Bryn. As he comes up near the lip, there's a barrier that forms, and he falls down into the arena. Nothing can go out of the arena either. That's how we keep the spectators safe.
Did I get bonus points for hitting his face into the barrier?
People cheer, yes,
Perfect. That's all I needed.
as he smears
You
his
wouldn't
face
deserve
down the
that.
wall. Yeah.
Damn it!
All right. He is currently
Okay.
prone. As Ruzid's turn ends,
Wait,
Iceberg.
do I still have? I still have my bonus action. Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Because I used my haste action to throw him after I grappled him.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and Misty Step on top of him again.
Okay. Cool. Anything else?
You think you're gonna get away that easy?
He looks
I'm
up
gonna
at
cause
you.
a problem.
Yes.
Well, you're wrong.
And
Your turn.
he reaches up to grab a hold of you. Need you to be a 24.
Think you can do
That's
that?
a 24.
39.
Reliable talent is a hell of a drug. All right.
No, that's what
So, you managed to resist that. Oshin, what would you like to do?
All right. I'm just going to cast haste on Sizen.
To resist that, I feel like you're just going to turn it off at some point.
I'm going to try and resist it.
I
was trying to
100.
because
Please roll your saving
you
throw,
were getting
sir.
attacked by
I
other people
listen.
and stuff thrown
I-
at you. I was trying to
I
help your
really-
AC.
I really appreciate it right now. I feel like people just really want to see people get thrown at other people at our party. And so I'm just all like, I don't know who I'm trusting right now. I think everyone would do it for the bit.
All right.
Well, I think that it immediately fails because
He's not willing.
Creature.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm so sorry if that was meant kindly. I really, y'all stress me out so much.
You know, I was thinking Tati was close to going unconscious, and that if you had a higher AC, you could take shots for her. But that's fine.
All right. So after Oshin, anything else, sir?
Nope.
All right. We're going to try to use that maul against you, Ruzid. Nope. Cool. All right. So, Hermanos, what would you like to do?
Before I do anything, O'Shane, do you have dual concentration, or would my haste have gone down when you started to cast the other haste?
Oh, that's true.
No, I have dual concentration.
Then I will move
And-
forward.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 60 feet of movement with haste, so I will be able to get there, and we'll take at least 4 swings. So miss. Does the 25 hit?
A 25 does not hit. No, he has AC of 26.
Try to get there. Okay, not with that. Hasted action. Not exactly there, so
There you go.
I will make that necrotic damage and add the psionic energy die. So 17 necrotic, 8 force.
Okay. So 17 necrotic, 8 force would be 12, 25. Cool. Anything else?
I have 5 feet of movement left. There. That's
So he's going to reach out to grab a hold of you.
ooh, yeah, I guess he can do that, can't he?
Need you to be a 31.
All right.
Cool. And then using you as a weapon, we're going to try to bludgeon Rusid with a 33.
Ah, my other eye.
You're going to suffer 13 damage, each of you.
I'm gonna use my hellish rebuke and make him on Iceberg, not on Rurzid, even though Rurzid's technically going to make contact with me.
All right. His dexterity saving throw results in a 21. He dodges it, taking 9 damage.
All right. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to try to shove him telekinetically to here. He has to make a strength saving throw, so I'm assuming he'll succeed, but I might as well do it.
You got 33.
Yeah, that passes.
All right. Anything else from Minos?
Nope, I'm stuck here.
All right. Iceberg Sparkle. Unless Bryn wants to do something. Bryn?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Iceberg's going to stand here, and he's going to smile. It's been a good fight. He reaches out for a handshake for Rusid.
Rusid shakes his hand.
He takes your hand and uses you as an improvised weapon against Hermenos. Does a 22 bludgeon you, Hermenos? Because Rusid
Not
willingly
really.
got grappled.
I mean, is it a grapple? Is it wouldn't the
It's-
grapple be him trying
He's
to?
got your
slam you into
hand.
him?
You gave him your hand. He's going to do it.
Rusid can't try to stand his ground. And make fun of him.
No. So a
Okay.
22. He's doing dirty tricks, guys. A 13 to bludgeon you, Hermenos.
It does not hit.
Okay, 22 does not hit for 13 damage. Okay.
Yeah, 22 would have hit, but I was hasted. So
All right. What about
30?
30 for 16 damage?
That'll definitely hit.
And then lastly, that won't hit. All right. So Rusid, you did suffer 16 damage, and Hermenos, you're going to be knocked away 5 feet because of Crusher.
That was not very honorable.
He smiles. Honor. Who cares? And
Yeah, you're kinda right.
He's going to move that way. The crowd is booing him right now. He's turned heel.
Yeah, it seems
Bryn
so.
makes a quiet
no.
note and remark in his notebook.
Yep. All
I
right.
know many who are honorable. Most of them are at the bottom of the sea now.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Coin.
Coin's going to tiptoe this way. Everyone hears it, but he's just gonna go over here.
You gonna stand on top of the molded earth?
I honestly just neglected the square, but he's not. He's going to stay away from it.
Okay.
Where's Coin been this whole fight?
You hear? It's gonna thwack him. He's going to send out his silver tongue,
Okay.
as it were, the rope part from afar. Slash
All
him
right.
in the back.
What
for,
the hell was that?
25.
Ow! Like a mosquito got me.
A second one fires off.
That will also hit him for 5.
Wait, there's mosquitoes in here? I hate mosquitoes.
I hate mosquitoes too, the bloodsuckers. You know they're the most lethal thing in all of Toivoa? They kill more
let's not
people
get
than
too
anything
excited.
else.
but they taste great. Coin is going to continue tiptoeing to the. For clarity, Coin doesn't say that.
Wait, Coin's
Coin
not the
doesn't
one who
say
said that? Wait, whoa.
That's a Justin comment.
That's a Justin comment?
That's a Justin riff on what Coin would say were he not up to other shenanigans right now.
Okay.
Coin walks to the
That was
side and he's
Cash yelling from the stands.
Okay.
Coin goes to the side. He gets
Listen.
as close to like the crowd side and he starts chanting his own name. Coin, Coin, Coin. He's clearly trying to mask it so it doesn't sound like him.
Please roll a persuasion check to get the crowd to join in.
I was thinking deception, but for persuasion, yeah.
All
that's
right.
it with advantage.
Unfortunately, you do not get the crowd to participate. All right.
Getting
Anything else?
drowned out by the rused chants, I guess.
Yeah, something like that, or the booze for Iceberg.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for Coin.
All right, Rizid, we're going to use a Tavern Brawler Strike to try to grab a hold of you. 32.
Nope.
Oh, wow. All right. You keep rolling ridiculously high.
Unfortunately, Ruzid has a ridiculous modifier and advantage.
Yeah, but you're rolling 19s like constantly. It's crazy.
The power of advantage.
All right.
Mighty.
Someone has to.
Sayson.
This has gone downhill every single step of the way. I'll simply step over here. Tati, I'll shoot a little healing your way. And there we're good. I'll just dodge.
Oh, it hit me.
All right. We're going to try to grab a hold of Rizid again. A 33. All right, Rizid.
You did it.
I've grabbed you. I'm going to throw you at Hermenos. Hermenos.
Okay.
Does a 16 bludgeon you?
Does not.
Okay. All right. Tati, what do you want to do?
I'm going to scurry behind this. Bonus action, hide.
Okay.
And then throw a dagger at this guy from my sneaky position.
Sure.
Do you want a stealth check first?
Yes, please. Need you to beat a 23.
Roll.
You're good.
Yeah.
Your sneak attack
Alright.
fires off with your dagger.
I believe in you.
Oh.
A 27 will pierce him.
I don't even know what I'm rolling here. This is a mess.
I don't know what's going on with that at all. That's bizarre.
It's ugly. It's hard to look at. I have
Are
some
you
sneak
using
attack, man.
edge?
What am I using? I'm using edge now, yeah.
Oh, gross. That's probably why. All right.
I use edge all the time. That's not why.
Okay. Well, you're going to deal 14 damage to him.
Attack.
All right. Anything else, Tati?
No, I'm going to end my movement here, I think.
Cool. I don't have anything I can do at the moment. Ruzid, what do you want to do?
Ruz is gonna kind of go back up to the Iceberg Sparkle and kind of raise his hands over his head, looking at the crowd. And he's gonna, tap a little bit into his old gladiator background and say, "Get ready for this final move!" And he's gonna grab Iceberg Sparkle with his first attack.
Okay. You did not.
And try again.
I can't win that one. All right.
And then he's gonna use his hasted action to dash, and he's gonna fly straight up.
Okay.
At maximum speed. So I think he's gonna get all the way up to.
It's a 200-foot ceiling in here.
His movement is halved. Actually, I guess there's something I could do to fix that problem. Do I still have my bonus action? I would. Yeah, you know what? It's worth it. Obviously, I'm gonna drink this potion of growth. so that I'm no longer hindered by grappling him, my movement.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fly straight up 115 feet.
You hear the crowd gasp.
Here comes the Ruzid Pile Driver! And he's gonna dive straight down.
The Ruzid Driver, okay.
And yeah, he's gonna fall. He's gonna let himself fall with
Cool.
Iceberg Sparkle. I
Awesome.
assume they're both gonna take the damage.
They're both going to take the damage. And you went up how high?
115 feet.
115 feet. So that's going to be, for every 10 feet, it's 2d6. So that's going to be 22d6.
Sure.
Wait, is that right? No,
I think it's half.
I think it's
I think
1d6.
it's 11d6.
it's
maybe.
11d6. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got a chance
so
to
we
knock
both
him out.
Let's see what happens.
Yep. He's going to survive because he takes half the damage. So he took 16 damage.
And then with his third attack, because he only used 2 of his attacks. He's gonna use his third attack to bonk him.
Okay,
To
he has
try to
13
finish him
hit
off.
points. You can
Eight,
deal 4.
Plus a d8, plus a d4. Ugh,
All right.
not enough.
No, he has 5 hit points left.
Also, performance check for the spectacle.
Oh, that you automatically succeed on that. That was good. And if you
yeah!
you do have inspiration already, so I can't grant it. So, good job. All right. Anything else,
I
Ruzid?
assume there's just like a giant dust cloud.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Ruzid lands.
As
It's just like a sandstorm.
as the dust has obscured the situation, he's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to try to punch you in the nuts. With a 28, because you never stood back up.
Nope. It still doesn't hit.
Okay.
You
Oshin,
think you can get a cheap shot? You're the cheap shot.
Right. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage, and then just hit him with my horns.
okay. He has 5 hit points.
Would
He is
that have
prone.
been
You
if
can
he's
go ahead
laying
and use
down?
that with advantage.
You get that
Okay,
advantage in
that's what I
there,
was gonna
buddy.
ask. Can I? Oh, I clicked it, but I was gonna ask to change that with a portent, but that's fine. That is that allowed if I had like started to say it before it rolled through?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I have a 19 portent, so
Okay.
it would have been a 19 plus 11 to hit up.
That's
with
a 30. Yep. And you will deal 6 damage to him and render him unconscious. You guys are victorious. The crowd goes wild as you guys stand in the arena having defeated the champion in a non-title bout.
A 1v6.
As clerics descend from the rafters on ropes, they will go about healing you guys for all of your missing hit points.
We're just gonna make sure the clerics heal Iceberg Sparkle.
They will absolutely do so. He stands up.
Take for them to heal Iceberg.
Good job.
That was so fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. Next time, one-on-one, mano a mano.
Yeah, it wasn't really fair, but it was fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. Thanks for visiting the Knuckle Dusters, everybody. Next time, we'll have a more fair fight and another arena. And he's going to muscle up and offer you a hand to get out of the arena.
We're just gonna take it.
He lifts you guys up and out of the
You
arena.
should take his hand and then throw him into something
Yeah.
like you did.
That's what I was expecting, but Ruza was gonna do it anyways.
All right. Cool. So, you guys have defeated Iceberg Sparkle at the Knuckle Dusters Arena.
Hey guys, I'm right here. I'm still invisible.
It walks over to Coin. You gonna stop being invisible, or?
Should wear off soon. I'll just keep clapping until then.
Okay.
Clap.
I'm just gonna
I'll
walk
put my
over to Hermanos and say, "What is the deal with your other eye? It's kind of weird."
As Romanos is fixing his eye patch and putting it back over his blue eye, he will say, "This eye," pointing to his regular one.
Funny
You see,
guy.
it sees things.
Talking about the other eye, you goofball.
Let's just say, when you get sent to Davy Jones, sometimes there's only one way back.
Oh. Sounds like you made a bad deal. Or maybe a good deal. I don't know. It's kind of cool, the stuff you did with your eye. But also, like, kind of weird. But cool.
A second chance at life, always a good deal.
You know, I feel like Toddy would disagree with that.
Did you want me to right now? Yeah, that's. Like,
That's your cue.
it sounds like a poetic way of saying that he escaped narrowly from a dangerous situation.
Oh, I thought it was more like maybe you died and came back. Or, well, part of you, maybe. I mean, I guess the original eye's gone. I guess it's kind of cool.
Coin claps.
The eye patch is cool. And yes, Coin.
I'll admit,
Is
it is primarily because it is cool.
I was gonna ask if it was cosmetic or needed, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
And
Wait,
I
so,
can
like-
see with the other eye, but it unnerves people.
Does it, like... Do you, like, see weirdly, like, differently through the other eye? Is everything, like, blue?
Well, differently, yes. When it is dark, I see as if it were day.
Ah. Interesting. I got that, too.
I'm gonna cast the darkness spell.
Oh, I can't see through this.
I can still see you.
That's not creepy at all.
And I'll dismiss it.
Yeah, I feel like we were supposed to figure out what Hermenos could do, and we learned a little bit, but also I feel like we just started cheering on Ruth at a certain point, because that was, quite frankly, really cool.
I was having a great time.
No, I mean, honestly, I really respect that. Yeah, Coin, you need to stop hitting people with yourself.
I mean, it's
working
just
on
such a
it.
good weapon. Not as good as Iceberg Sparkle, but pretty good.
Does anyone have an ice
Make
pack?
use of that.
I think the ice pack just left.
Okay. It was interesting to see Hermanos hold their own.
It was
That's
easier
all.
once Ruzid had him pinned to the floor.
I'd say so.
In a while
All right.
since I had a good fight like that. Caruso doesn't exactly approve of fighting pits.
Let's go catch a swig at the consortium. I still need to get some bones back in place.
You need me to help you? Need me to relocate some
The
stuff,
damage
or-
is healed, but there's still like a stiffness in my shoulder now.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that stuff, but like I'm really strong. Maybe I'll probably end up breaking you more than fixing you, if I'm gonna be honest.
You want to try to pop my back? I mean, I welcome it.
Ruza tries to crack Coin's back.
Let me just make sure the consortium, the chrononacrum key is set up in case you break it.
Ruzit, arguably the least healer of any member of the party.
Tavern Brawler his back.
I was thinking it was an athletics check.
No, it's a medicine check.
Medicine?
Boo.
Boo. Medicine check for how actually medically effective it was.
Correct.
Athletics check for how strong Ruzid was trying to do it.
All right. Well, you don't injure him, but you did it very firmly.
You very firmly didn't injure him.
That worked? I don't think I heard anything.
Tyler.
What?
Eric, does Coin still have a stiffness in his shoulder?
That's up to you.
With a 12? Yeah, I got it.
I mean, you made a little squeaking sound, but that was about it.
No, that was my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say we're good. Thank you.
All right. Head to the consortium.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you guys make your way to the long, low brown building with the sign outside that says "Adventurers Wanted," you guys come on inside and are met by a cheerful face. Hey, welcome to the consortium. How are you guys doing tonight? Been a long time since we see you. Hey, it's nice to know that you guys made it off of Akeda. How can I help you today?
Brad, you're alive.
I am alive. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do my best to stay alive.
God.
Coin is counting his fingers. It's nice to see you. Thank you. Yeah, the weather's great. I'll take a black coffee.
Black coffee, yeah, absolutely. Anything else? Would you like some cream with that?
No.
Okay, black coffee. Anybody else? No? All right, I'll be right back. And he goes running off and slams the door to the kitchen with a bang.
The place just wasn't the same without him.
Coin still doesn't understand it, but he's trying.
After less than 10 seconds, he comes running out with a large pot of coffee and a mug. He puts it at the table next to you where you have not sat down yet. Here you go.
Indeed.
Anything else I need to eat for you?
Yeah, give us 5.
5? Okay. He
Corner
runs
sits
to the
down.
kitchen and disappears with a bang.
You gotta be up
Five
front,
what?
Jason.
He comes
gotta-
right back
yeah.
with 5 mugs.
See, I told you that.
Oh.
Here you go. And he goes running off to help another table.
What are they? I'm gonna just kind of peer at them.
They're 5 empty mugs.
Oh. I'm gonna pour some of Coin's coffee in mine and drink a little bit.
It not so much pours as cascades slowly.
Beautiful. While the party is still kind of entering and sitting down, Coin, because it seems like him and Sazin are kind of the first to the table, he's gonna round to Sazin and say, "So how are we on our preparedness, would you say, to, merry way?"
I mean, we don't have the Discord server up at the moment, do we?
No.
Are we afraid of
I
people
can put it up if
listening?
you want it, but no,
Well,
I don't put it up.
I just think this is specifically one of the places that we're not supposed to talk about Merry Way and potential plans, if you recall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get it now.
Okay, do you
Yeah.
think we're ready to go to the bakery, Sazin?
I don't know if we should go to the bakery at all. I think we still need to make a firm direction plan type
But we
situation.
could get some bread.
Okay.
Ruzid makes a great point.
I think Ruzid does make a great point. I think it was a different point from what Coin was trying to make. I could be wrong.
Or you could get a tattoo.
Okay, that's also another point, which is also a good point. Not bad.
Okay, massive derail. Not wrong, but I'm pretty set on those.
Brandon, I think we could really use the Discord server. I think that would be really handy.
Okay. Bryn will cast Larry's telepathic
Wow,
bomb.
what's wrong with the bakery?
Nothing.
Alright.
It's perfect.
No, we love the big. We can definitely get bread. But
Basin's got a whole
separately,
gluten thing.
That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait, Basin can't eat gluten? Damn.
I'm not even gonna disabuse you of that notion. I think that's a good thing to let you believe. In terms of Mary Way, we still have a few options for what we want to do. I feel like going in there, weapons blazing, is a possibility, but also I hesitate because I feel like that's gonna kind of show our hands. Right now, all of the succubi as a whole don't really know, I think, that we're onto them, and that we are planning on coming for Superior Soul, although maybe they know that if they have Superior Soul that we'll be doing that at some point. There's also the question
Can
of...
they get a notification if their bond gets broken over someone? Like, wouldn't they kind of get suspicious if they saw that everyone in this party was getting broken up with them one by one?
I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know, but it's just a guess. I mean, if they can talk to me in my head randomly, then surely they also can know when it ends.
Sorry, they've been talking to you in your head and you have not mentioned that?
Yeah, this is not something I have experienced.
I mean, like, it's kind of a subconscious thing. But anyways, it's gone, so it doesn't matter.
It still matters a little
Consciously
bit.
should have brought it up then.
Like, what were they saying?
I mean, I don't think it was literally them talking to me, but it's more of a, like, your decision making's impaired, and it's like your mind is kind of making up stuff. Like, it was what
Concerning.
I was talking about earlier. Like, every time I tried to think of her in a negative light, it always ended up becoming something like neutral, even though I really did hate her.
Well, that could just be a lingering effect versus like an active connection that she's controlling. I don't know either. It's very possible she's aware, but I feel like we shouldn't assume she knows we should assume she knows in terms of planning for the worst, but there's still a chance she doesn't and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I guess it could go either way.
Okay, then what's the game plan here? Maybe we head to Judith's after I finish my coffee, and then maybe we pick up some sort of anything that can help us prevent charms or
Doesn't she have
target.
doesn't she have some like random rings or something that make you can't make you unaffected by that sort of stuff completely?
Happy to swing by there again. As a matter of fact, I did once bring up Mary Way to her, and she didn't really know much about what was going on, but was concerned by the fact that you all were somewhat charmed by it or something. Again, I didn't know a lot at that point. So she's one of the people I think I trust the most, although then again, there's always a chance anyone could be charmed, technically.
I think
we
these
still have...
charms were kind of cooked. That's what I think.
I still think
paranoid about charms.
there's a good chance pretty much everyone here in this tavern is charmed. Do we know if anyone can read minds? Should we be concerned about that?
I have a potion that could let me do it. I could read their mind and see if they're reading ours. You just point at him.
We know that Sutono can read minds because we've seen him do it. Other than that, I would guess your average consortium member is not actively reading minds at any given time.
I agree, but I also think
a safe place.
the consortium is specifically filled with abnormal members, is my concern.
That's fair.
But we already started talking here.
We attempt to read your minds. You, I say, pointing a coin. You're thinking about how much gold your corn top stand has earned so far.
What about it?
That's what you're thinking. Is it true or false?
Oh yeah, well he's thinking broader scale than that. He's thinking about how he can expand profits quarterly. But you're generally on the money, yeah.
I get it.
I think the question becomes, how do we want to go from here? We know Saphira. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
So we know we kind of know where Saphira's soul is being held, in that we know the place, we don't actually know where it's located. We know the people who are going to be kind of guarding it. We have some information in terms of potential weaknesses of Kendall. We have a potential ally in Rufinus, who is currently doing some research into some of the locations and names that were mentioned in our questioning of Drunath. We also know that I believe it's Ashlyn Delise Samara can put us in contact with, as long as we give something to Samara that's worth her time. And that can give us some information on cursed items. What exactly? I think she would know where the location is, maybe? Glimmerdeep. That's what she would know, Glimmerdeep. So she's a potential lead for us. Do we want to just... I hesitate to just straight run into 123 Merry Way. I fear that something bad could happen there. I'd rather get more information, but the party as a whole can kind of come to an agreement as to what we want to do.
I don't think any of us should touch 123 Merry Way as long as Kendall remains alive. I think we should maintain a very healthy distance from it at all times.
We still don't even... We don't know Kendall's direct correlation to Saphira other than, the stake in her soul, right?
Well, we know that she is one of the 3 princesses, succubi princesses, who effectively stem from where her soul is currently being held. We know she is partially allies, partially enemies with them, so it kind of depends on what happens. But if you go in there... Oh, sorry, go.
The reason I ask is because if we know they're there, but we don't know, their take on Saphira's condition, for all we know, they could be neutral or indifferent to the recovery of Saphira, so long as they feel they still have a stake in her soul. I'm not saying we should give them a stake of her soul or let them keep it, but what are the chances we roll up and just be like, hey, we lost Saphira? And they're just like, oh, that's cool. You can have her back.
Even if neutral, I think they're never letting her go without getting something out of it, and I'm not particularly interested in helping Succubi. I'm also, again, concerned about going to Kendall, because maybe if we went to Kendall, we could treat with her, have her be kind of our ally in the fight against her sisters. I honestly think that could be the worst case scenario in a lot of ways, because what she is known for is leading people on for very large time spans and eventually ensnaring them. And I think treating her as an ally in this way, especially when you all were charmed by her, and honestly could even be still in some ways, is a danger and something that I'd really rather avoid.
Well, the way it sounds to me is either we break down the front door and demand answers straight from Kendall, or we start investigating these, whatever other route we can find to the edge of hell, be that through a dwarven mine or through whatever.
When you say go straight up to Kendall, do you mean 123 Merry Way?
Yes, I remember her being there. I don't know if she's still there, but
I don't think we can do anything to her. I think maybe we could defeat her and banish her temporarily. But I don't think there's anything that we could accomplish without her going along with it.
I agree.
She doesn't want to tell us where Saphira is. I think all that would do is let her know that we're onto her.
Yeah, I think that would just be showing our hands.
Yeah.
I'm not in favor of that. I just want to put in clear terms that if we're not going to even go near Merry Way, then we're going to need to find another way to the edge of hell.
So there are a few different options. Like, yes, you're correct. Broadly speaking, those are the 2 approaches. We could also take the kind of third approach in which we explore her backstory a little bit, kind of where she came from, with the questions that were asked of the demon. We know that Kalor is someone who has a connection to her past, who's hidden in Glimmerdeep, who potentially has the key to her downfall. At the very least, if we're going to treat with her, or I think even if we're going to go in guns blazing, we should probably find some sort of weakness, find out what he can offer to bring against her.
I'm in favor of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible, Coin, you raise an interesting point. I don't know if it was the one you were trying to make, but if 123 Merry Way is kind of like Kendall's haunt in this plane, it's possible that we could open a portal to hell through there somehow. I would have no idea how to do that, but it is possible that 123 Merry Way is connected to her domain somehow.
Yeah.
Just raising a thought. I have no evidence whatsoever to support that, other than it's just speculation. But
Portal to Hell sounds badass.
I mean, that's the goal eventually, right?
This sounds exciting.
Yeah, I think to hell
Don't
or nearby
forget-
at the very least.
Silver Spar is still an option.
What is?
Absolutely.
Silver Spar?
Remind me of what that is.
It's a dwarven city that dug deep, and found a path to hell.
Do we know where that is, or do we know someone who knows where that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a big city. I think it's
I
on the
don't-
map.
Listen, I don't spend a lot of time in dwarven cities, I'll be honest. It just hasn't really come up yet.
No, me either. I'm so excited.
I guess that's
Alright,
one way
what-
to go to hell then.
What do people want to pursue? I think I lean towards Samara put us in contact with Ashlyn DeLeese to get some information about Liberty, to then discover what we can about Kendall and how we can weaken her. I think that's maybe a good first step before we even start finding out how to get into the Hells, because if we just get in there with no information, I think things are going to be dangerous.
Ditto.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
when
go
have we
hear some
ever
stories.
when have we ever let no information stop us from going in guns blazing?
Okay, but we can. We don't have to go that way.
I vote whatever Tati votes.
I have a
Considering I'll start size and who I trust more.
I'm
I
gonna
have a
vote
question.
whichever way you vote. Cause yeah,
What? What's the temperature near the edge of hell? Like, how should I dress?
That's part of what we'll find out when we do research.
Okay. So I'll bring like a light jacket just in case.
Yeah, they can change your winter clothes in the bag. Huh?
Honestly, hell for coin could be frozen water, because then you can't.
Oh, that would suck. Or no water.
I
That would
think
probably
Hell for Coin is a socialist utopia where there's no currency.
Stop it,
Wow.
Brett. This is a safe place.
Hell for coin
Coin,
might be one of
free
those zones
universal
that
healthcare.
No math.
I'm getting up and I'm going to another table. Coin gets up and goes to another table.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you do that when we're still connected with the telepathic songs.
He's just making a point. He's physically turning his back to us, even though he can still hear us.
In the Discord, you can hear
You'd think
little
he'd be,
angry
more
footsteps.
you'd think he'd be more socialist now that he has to share his pay with himself. Since there's two of them.
You know he's shorting himself.
No comment.
Okay, Tati and Block, I guess. What would you prefer?
I think we should do your research, and then I think we should go to Silver Spar to to do some more research.
I'm not against that.
A history check, really. I don't know if this came up in a previous session. Do we know geographically where Silver Spar is?
Yeah. We actually sailed past it kind of a few times. I mean, it's more inland, obviously, than the ocean. But
If it's a dwarven
Someone
city,
have a
it's
map.
very inland. But
Is that a joke? Are you ripping?
I'm just looking.
Silver Spar is here.
and we're
Big old mountain.
Oh wow, that's like literally right there. How have we not been there?
Well, it is inland. we
Are seafaring creatures.
where did we have to go to do the research that you were thinking of, Sizen?
Well, we would need to speak with Samara again and give her something unique. That was what she asked for. Who would then put us in contact with Ashlyn. I don't know where she is. Probably somewhere on the seas, because she's a pirate.
I'm just wondering if going to Silver Spar first, due to proximity, might make more sense.
Well, Samara's here. At the very least, I think if we're going to go that route as well, we should speak with her now, so that if it takes some time to set something up, we can have that moving in the background.
and we might need to get a new ship.
Yeah.
Or a ship.
Yep.
How is that different from a new ship? You trying to buy
You
used?
can buy a used one.
You know, if you sail a new ship off the lot, it immediately depreciates like 30%.
Exactly.
There,
You should know this.
there, are
Cole.
plenty, there are plenty of ships in the harbor right now, are there not?
There's
Well, we
not a
haven't really
lot right
taken a
now.
look
I can
around.
see why you are related to
There's
Saphira.
at least one.
Remember, we come back to the city. We have people who are maybe not friends, but not currently enemies. Remember that.
Exactly. So if anybody knows disguise self,
Nope.
Why would you need disguise?
I think they're thinking
Uh-huh.
that we wouldn't kill the person we took a ship from.
I think that if we killed them, that's even more of a reason to use disguise self. But
Wait, so why are we
Guys,
committing
we-
murder and
we-
stealing ships?
We just led a raid that we combined every single good guy and some bad guys in the entire plane
Wait.
to kill the biggest, baddest boogeyman that has been
I have
in this continent for a long time. I think, can we please not blow all of our goodwill immediately?
I have a
Right.
plan. Wait, we can do the great. We can do the great ship heist. I have an idea.
yeah, great news, everyone.
No,
Bryn's buying us a
please.
ship.
Wait, so
Guys.
it would make Shotty really happy because it would involve me drinking both of those potions that she keeps asking me to drink.
Ooh,
Oh
let's hear
no.
this plan.
Okay, so I'm gonna become big, and I'm gonna turn into a dragon, and then I'm gonna drink one of the potions, and then I'm gonna drink the other potion, and then I'm gonna be so big that I can literally just pick up a ship and fly away, and then we'll just fly away with the ship.
We're gonna
And it lasts
redefine sticky fingers.
and it lasts like 4 hours, right? So that's like plenty of time to get some distance with the ship that I'm carrying, because I'm absolutely
If it
gargantuan.
lasts, and if it lasts any longer than that, you'll seek medical attention. Correct?
Well, I would
Who's
love to
even
see you.
qualified at point. that
Who's it
point?
blushes?
I would love to see you fly off with a ship, but I am not crazy, believe it or not, just stealing a random person's ship out of the
Yeah,
dock.
but doesn't it sound so fun?
Listen.
If
If
we-
you want to steal a ship,
belonging to an enemy of yours.
yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
We could go
like
out
the
and
Cervantes
like.
guys.
We've
Yeah,
already
it's
done
on the
that
ship.
though.
We could steal
Yeah,
more
who else
stuff.
do we
Random.
hate?
Have we not learned that those ships are more trouble than it's worth?
I mean, you're not wrong.
No,
Maybe it would be nice to have
Clearly
like
coined.
a commissioned ship that like we designed purely for us.
And then that one.
That would be
can we
nice.
afford that?
We do have a lot of money and goodwill. We could also like pay it off
Be
over
smaller.
time. We wouldn't necessarily have to pay sticker price up front. we could arrange for, we could definitely do something with that. Although our record for holding on to ships is not great.
Yeah. Honestly, I lean
just
more towards stealing one from an enemy at that point. That's a lot of
Or
money.
Hey, I
you
get to
could
do
say
the
that our
plan.
record is actually pretty fantastic given what we've been up against.
A lesser
I
man
think that
would
the
have lost twice
repercussions
as many ships as
For
us.
s- yeah. The repercussions for stealing a ship are definitely less than what we would pay in insurance on one. So we should just take one.
True.
What if we teleport to the plane of water, pick up the changemaker, come back?
I have considered that. But
we'd have to do the ship of Theseus thing where we replace every single plank individually and then ask if it's still the same ship. Because I think that ship has been so waterlogged by now that it's not. I hate to say it, but there's
We'd have to
absolutely
surgically
no way.
replace every tentacle from the creature holding it.
Didn't the creature
we
not
could-
even have tentacles? When is it just like a giant water elemental?
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
just
I
like the
didn't
water
see
out
it
of
very clearly. I was
It just
in the other ship the whole time.
it just kind of absorbed it, like you kind of like you would eat a sandwich.
I truly think,
Well,
given what we've done to for the consortium, surely they have a ship on standby. We could rent for a weekend, right? I mean, I do
To
think we
go
need
find
a
a
ship.
pirate to
Wait.
get some information about going to hell.
Okay, do we actually need a ship though?
I thought it was to go find a pirate to find another ship to steal that we do keep forever.
No, I thought we were gonna go find the pirate to find out how to weaken
We
Somebody.
could potentially just
Okay,
meet
I'm
a
gonna
pirate at
start
a city.
taking notes.
Well, clearly
Jason
we know
makes-
what's more important here: the ship.
Jason makes a really good point. We could just believe. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Kyle. I think we were saying the same thing.
The just skipping the ship part.
But if we had a ship, then we can make money doing trades with staff, and start setting up our base out in the ocean on an island.
Okay,
It
counterpoint.
might be
Saphira?
faster and more efficient to just teleport boxes.
Saphira would also be
But what
really
about our
sad if we
fleet?
did a ship heist and she didn't get to take part. I feel like she'd be really useful to have in that mission.
But
Maybe
think
that's a
how-
compromise. We can save the ship heist. I promise we can do a ship heist, but we wait until Saphira gets back, and
I
then
think
we
we've
do the ship
already
heist.
done a ship heist.
I vote ship heist. We weekend at Bernie Saphira to steer it because it can't be worse than her actually driving it.
Will the ship heist involve my awesome plan?
What's your
It
the
can.
Sticky Fingers plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so step 1, obtain a ship. Step 2, what are we doing?
I still think obtain a ship's the optional step here.
Why is
Didn't
that
they
Okay,
say,
optional?
I mean, not to
Oh,
be
okay,
a
wait, yeah,
buzzkill,
yeah.
but didn't
Optional's
they
the good.
suggest to obtain a ship after we already saved Saphira? So how is this part of the Operation Save Saphira? Like, don't get me wrong, I want to steal a ship as soon as possible, but I'm just trying to
Okay.
keep the record straight here.
Emotionally, it would save her after we have her.
Okay.
Or
Step
her-
0,
What?
optional, obtain ship. What is step 1 then?
Information.
Step 1 was information about that stupid spirit that poisoned all our
I'm-
minds.
Changing my vote. And
Kendall?
if we have to,
Wait, I am voting with you. What are you voting for?
If we have to talk anymore about getting a ship, I vote Silver Spar first.
Okay, I vote for Silver Spar. I got you, love.
Thank you.
Haven't we already
If we don't need a
investigated
ship,
Kendall?
Then
No, we got basic information, and that information was like, you guys don't know anything. Here's a couple leads.
Okay, so
Like,
step
what
1,
do you know about
investigate Kendall.
Kendall?
Wait,
Uh,
that
did
step 1
she-
is go to Silver Spar now.
that's where we're
I thought-
investigating her.
It could be
Oh,
step
okay.
1A and step 1B.
Okay, 1A is investigate Kendall, and then 1B will be
Investigate hell.
investigate hell.
I thought 1B was go to Silver Spar.
Silver
Maybe
Spar
1C
is
is investigate
investigate hell because
No, it's
because
1C.
The people in Silver Spar have been to hell, so if we go there, we can investigate hell.
Okay, well then
That
we'll
makes
have
sense.
we'll have a sub. So 1BA go to Silver Spar, and that'll be like a sub step of step 1B.
Who did you, not knowing as much as you do about this, who are we talking to here again? I've gotten confused with all the options.
Okay, so couple options here. So first of all, Samara could put us in touch with Ashlyn DeLise, who is a pirate, who we can probably meet on land somewhere, so we don't need a ship to go talk to. And I'm just putting that part out there. Who can tell us about Glimmerdeep, which is a place that I don't think any of us know anything about, / it doesn't seem like anyone knows about, which is a place that Rufinus is also looking into for us, which is where Kendall's ex-lover is possibly trapped, who holds a possible secret to defeating her, or at least weakening.
Okay.
So,
And the
I
information
think
we were getting from Silver Spar is
how to get to hell.
And how to navigate
Okay.
hell and anything that might be in hell already.
and why are we going to hell?
Because
Because
that
hell
is where we have to fight Kendall.
Hell is where the home is? Oh, wait.
And
That's
also that's where Saphira is.
Saphira's soul is in the Crimson Glass Fortress of Crimson Glass. I remembered it. I didn't look it up.
We're all impressed.
And which is next to hell. So it's also possible that we find a route to hell that puts us in on the wrong area and is not particularly close. But we need this step to get there, and finding out A, how to get to hell, and B, if anyone there has also ever heard of this place would be a good step.
Okay. Are there any benefits to doing one first over the other than proximity?
I think time with Samara, just reaching out to her so that she can reach out to Ashlyn would be good. It's possible that would be instantaneous, but if it's not, there's no point in saving that for later. We could just have her get started now and then go to Silver Spar and come back.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
I just didn't know whether something such as Kendall's ex-lover and Glimmerdeep we could recruit to come with us or something like that, like we would want to see them first or later or anything.
I think if we're going to Silver Spar before we fully investigate Kendall, that's a temporary thing where we go, we get some information, and then maybe we'll come back after we go back and do all the Kendall investigation, because we don't want to just go straight to hell.
Are you adding another step? Because I'm writing in ink.
Oh, isn't there already a missing step in here? Because for investigating Kendall, shouldn't there be 1AB that is talking to Ashlyn DeLise about Glimmerdeep?
Yeah, I guess technically you have...
And then go to Glimmerdeep also.
And then go to Glimmerdeep.
Yeah.
Talk
Well,
to
really,
the
The
ex.
person in Glimmerdeep
Okay.
and have the person in Glimmerdeep help us go kill Kendall. So that's
This is
like
so
the
many
optional
words.
part because I'm not really sure if that's
Ruzit,
gonna
this is so many. I don't even. You're gonna have to spell like that entire sentence for me.
This is why I write in pencil.
Wait, so 1AB, talk to Ashlyn DeLise. I don't know how to spell it. I just kind of like, I don't know, maybe there's a bunch of N's and maybe a Y. I don't know.
Okay. Ashlyn DeLise.
That's not how I would have spelled it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, then here's the quill. How about you give it a crack at
Nah,
Ashlyn?
actually, I think I'm just going to criticize you from afar. Anyways, so yeah, you talk to her, and then apparently we're going to go to Glimmerdeep after that, and then...
So, real quick, there might be another step where Ashlyn sends us to go rob some kid named Kier about his magic lamp. That
Wait,
might
why are
happen.
we robbing... What? When did this
I
happen?
don't want that to happen, but it was mentioned that Samara
Oh,
mentioned
does
that.
she want this
she was
lamp?
interested in.
Wait, so
We'd
then isn't that
probably
like a
need a
subtask
boat
of
for that
talking to
task.
Ashlyn DeLise?
Well, we don't know if that's going to actually happen. We need to talk with her first. Maybe we can give her some other cursed item. Goodness knows we've got so many in the
Wait,
bag.
so what is this lamp?
I don't know. It's some sort of animated lamp that some guy named Kier has. But Kier is currently in Shadow Shaddai, so hopefully we don't have to go there because that sounds like a lot.
Oh, yeah, it does sound annoying. The
We
text
should
is
put
so
that as an
small, I
optional
can't
step.
even read it. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Let me go get another piece of paper and transcribe the whole thing over again.
Maybe if you just used arrows and like pointed to like where there's more space.
Wait, what?
Well, I already wrote
Where
the
should we
1AC. But okay, I'll do that.
First.
Wait, why
So
are you like...
1AC.
Don't you know how to do prestidigitation?
think
Can you
that would
like
be
write with
easy
that
to
spell?
edit.
I'll put this over here.
You can have some working notes that are like you writing in the air with magic that you can just kind of rearrange, and then when you're done, you can write it on paper.
You sound like you'd fit right in school.
Yeah,
You know,
I
as
don't
a
know
student,
about
I
that. I
find it
feel like I would
offensive,
break all the rules.
But
Like, probably the first time I get a bad grade, I'd probably just flip the table.
I flip the table.
in barbarian class, that might be an A. But
Okay. So 1 AC,
Is there
reach
anywhere-
Glimmer Deep. Can we move forward to step 2 now?
What even is step 2?
We reach Hell. Presuming
question
we
marks,
can do so.
and then with profit.
Profit? Wait. Oh, okay.
Rescue
Well, I'm
Saphira.
definitely writing profit somewhere, but I don't know if that's the next
Wait.
one.
So step 2 is the question marks, and step 3 is profit, right?
Yes, nailed it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should write that one down. That's important.
Well, yeah, happy to do so. I do feel like we may be leaving some essential stuff out.
Yeah, but it gives some hope that like we're
Wait.
gonna end with profit, right?
At the very least, put Rescue Saphira though.
I thought the
That's
profit
3B.
implied that we had already rescued Saphira.
Oh, is that the profit that we got Saphira back? That works.
I'll add it in parenthesis.
So where can we go first that doesn't involve teleportation or ship? Seeing as
Silver
I don't
Spar.
really-
Samara is in this city. We could just go talk to her.
Oh, okay. So then that's why it's
like,
1A.
how to find her?
It all makes sense now.
We spoke with her just a few hours ago, right before we all came here fighting.
I don't remember
Then
all
why
the
didn't you
damn
ask her
names.
all
There's
the
too many damn
questions
people.
that you needed to?
Well, we did ask her questions. She can put us in touch with Ashlyn. She told us that. But in return, she wants a truly unique item. So I didn't want to just immediately be like, yeah, let's do that without us all getting on the same page, because we need to either find something to give to her now or
Wait, who wants an item?
promise. Samara.
Samara.
Samara wants the lamp.
That was her.
No,
That was her
Ashlyn.
price.
Ashlyn wants the lamp. Samara wants
They're
an
all the
item.
same, right?
Some sort of item to put us in touch with Ashlyn. Ashlyn apparently wants a lamp, but we haven't
So
really
everyone
spoken
just
to her.
wants a
Maybe
damn
she wants
item
something
before we
else.
get to talk to the next person.
Yes, that's
Yeah, haven't
literally the
you ever
basics
done-
of the underworld.
Zach, haven't you ever done a Zelda trade quest before? That's exactly how it works.
I hate those stupid quests. I always skip them.
Let's just go purchase
They're boring
all
as
the
hell. I just wanna
trinkets.
fight the monsters.
My man gets it. Is
Just
this before or after
message-
reach Glimmer Deep? That we have to get something for Ashlyn Delise.
Well, it depends when
Probably.
we are able to meet with her. So, like, it could be before, it could be after. I think we need to find out how long it'll be before we can actually see. her.
Okay, well I already drew the arrow, so I'm gonna have to start over and do another arrow. So
Can you
one.
just message
How
Samara and
tragic.
tell her deals on, and then we bring her back something unique from Silver Spar?
Ooh.
Like, maybe, but again, she's just right here. We could just talk to her. Like, you're not wrong. But...
Okay, I mean, yeah, we can go do that. I was just trying to think, like, I am not going to guarantee us a teleport onto wherever Ashlyn is. So, and we don't have a ship yet, so it might help to like go somewhere where we don't need one of those.
No, that's fair.
We should talk to Samara first, but then after that, I'm just
Exactly.
saying, like,
Wait, we're still missing a step at
Okay.
the end.
Chip?
Yeah, ship.
Yeah, I guess that,
Happily
that is
profit.
essential at some point. I'll just throw it onto the one I was already doing.
I guess.
So
let's go
1A
talk
what
to
kind of-
Samara first.
What comes after E?
I
F.
don't know.
You
Ship.
don't know. I take back what I said about you in school.
Right. And I'll just say if we have time. That way it's not like an essential thing. We can just start. It's if we
Well,
have.
I put it in
time.
really big letters, so like I think.
Well, we can leave that there. It doesn't hurt to have 2 reminders. Just like it'll emphasize the importance of getting a ship at some point.
Yeah, it's important. But
Okay,
not
so
as
we're gonna.
important as going to Silver Star first, because that's what Oshin voted for.
Coin holds up the paper. All right. So we have a plan. We're gonna investigate Kendall. Well, hold on. We might get a ship, but that's optional. Then we're gonna investigate Kendall, and to do that, we're gonna talk to Ashlyn DeLees, who might ask us to do something. But if not, we'll reach Glimmer Deep, and if so, we might have to get something afterwards, and then we might end up getting a ship at some point in the middle of all of this. But if we don't, we're gonna start investigating hell after that. And to do that, we're gonna go to Silver Spar, and after that, we're gonna reach. I probably should have room for more sub menus, but whatever.
The optics of this is you are at a different table holding up a piece of paper across the tavern here to the other party members, glaring at them, thinking through your head at them, right?
Yeah.
Understood.
You're hearing the words, and you don't even.
on his paper too.
You don't.
Point, I wrote it down over here. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, well,
in the chat.
I'm gonna hold on to mine anyways.
I think this paper's better.
I think mine's more thorough.
So, Sizen, do you have any ideas about what unique item you want to give to Samara?
I love the way you phrased that. That was truly incredible. Yeah, honestly, no idea. That's kind of a... We've got some interesting things. I don't know how many things we want to actually hand her. For instance, the Dragon Orb seems like a maybe bad thing to give her.
It would certainly be an epic story.
Yeah, but I think one that ends with a lot of people dead.
That's how all stories end.
All right, well, let's put our heads together. What interesting things do we have?
Well, you've bought a gift for a woman before.
I have.
We also could promise to bring her back something.
Oh, an
if
IOU.
we don't think there's anything.
I
What I
in
got
our
paid in
possession.
last time. Me too.
Wait,
yeah.
what if I give the IOU to them?
What do you have? Oh wait, the IOU from Coin?
Yeah.
The one that we all got? That's going to be the unique item you give to her?
Well, I won't allow them to actually submit it, but I will allow you to give them it.
Well, it's like selling debt, right? Isn't that like a thing business people do, right, Coin?
Yeah, but I it's sort of like a proprietary thing. I'd prefer you to not like give it IOU to others, but you can give them the paper like symbolically. It's
So you're
just not
saying
like
you won't
it's no
honor
longer
it if
valid.
someone else redeems.
Yeah,
You said in the
exactly. I
fine
won't
print.
honor it.
Is
It
the
invalidates.
IOU not actually symbolic?
It is symbolic for the person I give it, but it's
Oh.
Does it say this anywhere on the IOU?
yeah. If you flip it over in very small text, it does say invalid if not used
Rudy
by the
flips over the IOU.
invalid if exchanged to another party. You will see that text on it for some reason.
You're quite the snake. I mean, frog.
Grode.
Road?
They're Trey. You should know
Alright,
by
so
now to
not
read
the
my
IOU
contract.
then.
Probably not the IOU.
I mean, I wasn't going to read the whole contract because I trust you. And I guess this provision doesn't really hurt me, but it doesn't, like, give me more options.
Sounds like a you problem.
Oh, well.
So we have to find out a gift. Is that
She wants a gift. She wants a unique gift from Sizen.
Right?
You get that key
Maybe
you
from
really
us.
like.
I saw somebody work with a gem crafter to they created like an impression of a kiss inside of a gem. I think it went over really well.
Tati, I think you have a drastic misunderstanding about what I do in my spare time.
I have a pretty good idea about what Samara does in her spare time.
That's a
And
fair
it's a
point.
gift for her after all.
We can offer that. I don't want to go and make big gold jewelry gift thing, and she's like, "No, I want a magic item." You. Cool.
Well, obviously you would want to, put some magic in that kind of gift anyway.
Right. Like what?
Well, something unique and personal to you. You've got a lot of it.
I don't really think she wants something from me so much as she just wants things.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this step 1?
Yeah, it's actually step 0.3, I think.
Okay.
Add an addendum.
Well, I guess I'll just put like a negative symbol. I'll just
Step
count back.
-1.
I'll just count backwards. I'll just go to So step -1. Gift for Samara. So is there a -2 I need to be concerned with? Because I'm running out of headspace.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe a gift for cash.
Okay, he gets to run my business. That's enough of a gift.
That's.
I don't know. You said earlier like you were not paying him properly, so I thought you could maybe give him a gift.
He's getting 50-50, okay? Why you are so concerned with how I pay myself?
I swear you said earlier something about how you weren't paying yourself as much or something. Well, yourself being
It's good to know. It's good to know you remember that. I would just Coin's gonna walk over. I'm gonna give you 20 gold to not remember that when we're around cash.
Ta-ching! And Rizzy grabs it. Heck yeah. Need that.
Where did I 20 gold for my character sheet?
So what are you going to give the rest of us to forget?
I always.
It's a great idea, Tati.
I'm making a collection of them.
Coin begins writing up IOUs. You will all be given an IOU for 20 gold from Coin.
Alright, now if we bundle this with better debt, we can sell it for like half the value of what we actually get.
Yeah.
Well, we all know Coin wrote something on the back that says, "Actually, I'm not honoring this crap."
It's not what I wrote. I wrote it much more formal.
Yeah, but I got the gist of it.
Well, we've had a very productive conversation about our plans, everybody. I feel
So, to Samara's?
Indeed.
Yeah, let's go.
very confident about our next step.
Somehow it's subprime lending.
Wow.
I
Customer
love the
event
idea
of
for Hermanos.
2008 mortgage crisis for Toivoan because of the Wednesday campaign.
If Hermanos
If
survives
anyone
this, I
would do
want him
it,
to
it
go
would
make
be
the
us.
bubble. Yeah.
All right. So you guys ready to leave the Long Search Consortium?
No, are we going to do it? Yeah, why not?
Yeah. That's step -2. Leave the consortium.
All right. Cool. So you guys can go out into the town. Where are we going? To Samara's?
Yeah, I think we're going back to Samara's again. Does anybody else want to take lead with her? You guys seem to have a really good rapport. Anybody? Bryn, I know you
Alright.
would be so interested.
I think you seem to have a good relationship.
You got this one, champ.
I believe in
You're all the worst. That felt like anti-bardic inspiration.
What is anti-bardic?
Gonna get -D8.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Cutting words. Got it. Cool. So you
Well,
guys
that
make-
would be anti-inspiration. Anti-bardic is like, I don't even know, barbarian.
All right. So you guys head down the city streets to the alleyway where you guys know there's a hole in the wall. You knock on the wall.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. The brick slides to the side. Password.
I'm not falling for this one again. Just open up.
Roll a persuasion check. He smiles. You see a grin behind the brick. It closes and the door opens, and you guys are allowed in. You hear rambunctious music from within. As you guys come inside, you see Samara once again dancing. This time, instead of on stage, she's on top of a table. The gathered throng of people around her, men and women, and a variety of monstrous creatures, seem to be enjoying the show. As you walk in, she waves in the middle of her dance and points to an empty table that some people have abandoned.
Yeah, I'll take a seat. I'm in no rush.
All right. Cool. Anybody else want to do anything before this dance is done?
Who else is? Can I just like do a scope and a vibe check in the room?
Sure. As you scope the room out with your passive insight, these are ne'er-do-wells, these are ruffians and hoodlums. No one's out to get you, but this is not the polite society crew.
And what
But
about the people that
definitely
aren't
some
sizing?
folks with good stories.
Definitely great
Hey.
stories. There's more scars than tattoos. And you know what they say? Scars are just tattoos with stories.
Cool. I'm gonna go make a friend.
All right. Cool. Who are you approaching? Please describe the character that you're coming up to.
Fantastic. I would like to know about the guy. He's got more scars than not scars. Half of his face looks like it got burnt, maybe. He's missing an arm. But he does have in his other hand a it looks like a wooden horse. Like a small one. But he clearly didn't carve it because he only has one hand. Tell me his story.
You tell me his story.
I'm kidding.
I just realized I don't care what the story is.
Understood. So as Tati sidles up to this guy, he's going to be very impressed and try to shape up. He smells worse than he looks, but he goes ahead and offers you a drink of his mug.
Probably pass. Order my own. But I will ask about his wooden horse and what happened to his arm, and if he has seen any pirate ships around this area lately.
Not lately. No. But, you know, my horse, I crossed through Corlin a couple months ago on it. And you know what about the wooden horse? I never named it.
A horse with no name?
Yeah, I crossed the desert on a horse with no name.
Just to be clear, was this the horse? With no name? The
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take the boo.
I liked it.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna chat this guy up.
All right, you check the guy up. He's got some fun stories. You'll learn not much of value other than the fact that he really likes the attention of both sexes and thinks that you're a little too thin and should eat a sandwich. Which he will offer you his.
I mean, take that, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, it's a Cuban.
Nothing wrong with a Cuban sandwich, just saying.
I have no issues with it.
All right.
I'm gonna glance over at Sizen and see if he's made a friend yet.
By this time, Samara has descended from the table and has nearly draped herself over Sason.
He's making himself as like compact and not spread out as possible.
So
fetal position?
she looks at you.
About as close to that.
She looks at you. Are you scared of girls, Sason?
No.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're here about Ashlyn.
Right. So you came with something interesting, I trust. Or was there something you wanted to give me? And she leans down uncomfortably towards you and gives you a view that men love. And women appreciate.
Shift my shield in front of me very slightly. Well, we want to...
Nothing can protect you from these.
That doesn't mean he's not going to try, Dan.
Understood.
Well, we want to know more about what sort of item would be interesting to you here. Like, you said you want something unique? Are you looking for something, I don't know, magical, shiny?
She loses interest in you. You're so dull. Hi, Bryn. How are you?
Oh, thank God. I'm going to give Bryn 2 thumbs up.
A bit tired, but otherwise I'm quite well, thank you.
They're always tired. How about you, woolly man? I can tell you could be a little horny sometimes.
Boo.
True. Try to that one.
You can ask Reason.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Oh, you're engaged or married? Taken?
Yeah.
Well,
You can't have him.
Yeah.
He's mine.
Sizen's the only single one, unfortunately.
Really?
No, I'm taken. I'm so taken.
News to me.
You're taken by Samara?
Not yet, he's not.
No.
Strong compliment.
You see, I value consent. And while I can tempt and flirt, I won't take without permission.
You can just knock him unconscious. According to him, that counts.
Okay, once again, trying to save people's life. We gotta stop.
Hey, when you do it to me, I consented. You know that, right?
Not the conversation I thought we'd be having today.
She looks at you, Sason. Sason, you're into some really weird stuff.
The worst.
Now, Sason, Bryn, is there something special you've brought me in exchange for me setting up a meeting with you and Ashlyn Delise? After all, you know I don't do things for free.
We know, and we are quite aware of the favor you'd be doing for us, and we want to make sure you're compensated appropriately. Could you...
You're so
we have a
eloquent,
couple
Bryn. I like that.
I do my best, thank you. So, one option that we always would like to leave on the table is, if, considering that our intended destination is likely into the Hells, we'd be willing to take on an IOU if none of the things that we have currently in our possession would satisfy the kind of thing that you're looking for. That being said, if you wanted payment up front, we of course can share what we have. Who has the bag of holding?
I do, but I've also written up a...
I should be holding it because I plan on keeping.
I think Sazen is,
damage.
at the top of it is Sazen, yeah.
The unfortunate thing is I think we did sell most of our magic items from the raid, correct? All the ones that we didn't. Most.
We have a couple things left. Well, the first thing, actually, I do have something to offer. I just realized.
Okay.
I've got the pirate hat, which magically can't get wet and seems to be perhaps perpetually scryed on by the lich we stole it from, which could be vaguely of interest. That feels pretty unique.
It certainly is unique. Not gonna argue with that.
Which
My
if you into
inventory
liches,
is-
I feel like they'd be kind of dry.
Yeah, but they're great to bone.
My inventory is I have some fairly generic magic items. Yeah.
Why don't you let me look in that bag? See what I can find of interest. She smiles a winning smile at you, and you realize she stopped flirting and is a little down to business. She's sincere that she wants to look inside your bag of holding, and is not using it as a euphemism.
Yeah. I don't love just showing her everything we have. The thing is, I feel like the things she's going to want are the things we also don't want to get rid of. Because I think we would prefer, of course, to keep the Wings of the Sky Tyrant and the Hidden Sigil. Although, honestly, the wings might be the best thing to get rid of. Do people think we should just let her look through?
I'm looking through now to just see what is like the worst thing that she could find. Because we have the potions are fairly mundane. The combat gear is fairly straightforward. Yeah, I'm just looking for like things that could just be compromising if they were found on our possession. Let's see. There's a
Right, consider who we're talking to before you getting compromised.
I
actually
also do
think
kind of
it's-
worry she might pocket something just because she could.
I think as long as
Yeah.
we're not worried about her lifting something off us, I think the bag is fairly safe to look in. Is Saphira herself still in it?
Mm-hmm.
So
her body?
Saphira's still in there, which is one
Yes,
thing.
she is.
The blue palace shards, we have 3 in there. I feel like that's not something we want her to be able to palm.
That's
So I think we should at least, if we're gonna let her go through here, I think we should take out the shards, the hidden sigil, and Saphira herself, of course, and then let her look through.
Could we just look in there and then tell her what's in there?
I mean, also we can do that, which is maybe a better idea because we don't really want her. I personally don't fully trust her to palm through everything.
maybe we instead just list the things that we'd be willing to give her.
Sure.
Because
He does have the
definitely-
claws. I wouldn't
Several-
say he's willing to, but he does have
No,
those.
No, you keep the claws. You're not giving that up. We have better things that we could give her.
Yeah, this could all be vetoed at any time. It's just
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we have tens of thousands, possibly close to 100,000 GP worth of in cash and gems. Various potions of healing, various potions of combat prowess, including growth and invisibility. Various other potions like antitoxins, water breathing.
I've got some tainted, unstable healing and mana potions.
Oh yes, the tainted potions are certainly interesting. I guess it depends how interesting you want to get. We have. They're certainly not drinkable. At least, not fit for ordinary consumption.
I'm
What
happy
interesting
to let Eric
items.
do everything and say we're not letting her know we have the blue palace shards, the hidden sigil, and I guess Saphira's corpse in there, although she may already know that. I don't remember if she knows or not.
We have a set of armor, a studded leather armor that was worn by a pirate, I believe a pirate captain, called Zephyr armor. that might be of interest to you. So the claw gauntlets of the Maelstrom, those are coins and those are off limits?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Claws of the Umber Hulk, the Warrior's Passkey,
The
the Wings of the...
Zephyr armor. That sounds fun. Would you be willing to part with that in exchange for me setting up a meeting with Ashlyn Delise?
Quite possibly. Let me just try and remember what it does.
I think it's very solid, but I don't think any of us are using it.
Yeah, it's light armor. You have advantage on dex, on acrobatics checks and dex saves. You can cast Wind Wall once per day. Yeah, like it's fine, but I agree. I don't think any of us are using it unless Menos wants it. Although he probably can wear heavy armor because he's a fighter, and this is leather.
You look at him and he is wearing plate armor.
Yeah. Just making sure that we don't give up anything that...
Does anyone have any objections to giving up the Zephyr armor?
Absolutely not.
Seems like that might be a good choice then.
Great.
Excellent. Well, will you help me put it on, Sason? She smiles.
Is that part of the deal?
Do I need to make it part of the deal?
Jesus, buddy, don't jump at the chance. Contain yourself.
Fine.
Sorry,
Enough of a tease. I'll take the armor. All right. I will contact Ashlyn Delise, and she'll probably be able to get back to me soon as far as a scheduled meeting. This will be good motivation for her to come and visit.
Also, she'll come here?
Yes. After all, you don't have transportation, as far as I know. I know all the ships in the harbor, and unless you intend to pick one up out of the sea and fly away with it, it's...
Wait, I want to do that.
She looks at you and narrows her eyebrows.
Never mind.
Unless you're going to steal one of the ships, you don't have a way to meet up with her. So it'd be best and safest if she meets you here. Don't you agree, Sason? Bryn?
Well, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Saves us a journey.
I mean, we could teleport blindly, but that hasn't been working out great for us lately.
Oh, you wouldn't want to teleport blindly, not to her ship. You see, she has wards that prevent people from escaping once they teleport aboard her ship. They get dimensionally anchored there, and you can't leave.
That's actually really cool.
It's essentially a trap. As far as I know,
one
only one person has ever managed to escape Ashlyn's ship, and that was by pure accident.
Who was
orc.
that?
A little orcling who's been in here twice, I think, by the name of Kirkatak. She'd pay handsomely for information about him. Do you know him?
I feel like I've maybe seen him around the consortium at times. I don't really think I've ever spoken with him.
Really? Interesting. Well, that's valuable information. I'll let Ashlyn know that you know a little bit about him. She'll be dying to see you and to talk.
But I can already tell this is going to be a scary woman.
So, is there anything else that I can do for you today, Sason? And she's holding that armor, so she's covering up her chest and everything. Anything at all for you and Bryn and this magnificent creature as she does not touch Oshin's fur? But
He's mine.
she looks at you. You can share.
You know what? We could probably share.
Tis true.
You guys are so reasonable.
So,
Well,
There's no
unless you guys have business here, I'm gone.
all right. Why do I get the impression that Sayson's player has run into this type of person before and does not want to engage with them again?
I introduced him to them.
Roommates, understood. Got it. Explains so much. All right. So, you guys ready to leave Samara's little den of evil? That's a yes. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You guys head back out into the town. It's about.
What was?
It would be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
What's the timeline on this person coming over to visit?
She'll be in touch. Can she send us messages? Do we know if she can do that?
Samara? Oh, if she can't, she has resources that can.
Okay, that's kind of what I assumed. So,
But they won't be magical. They would be hand-delivered messages. Thing is, with how many pickpockets and little lowlifes that are around, the little street urchins, everyone knows where you guys are pretty much anytime you're inside of Nausea.
yeah, it makes sense.
You're not subtle.
We're a major player on the board nowadays.
We're on the
Are we
card.
waiting to speak with her, or are we going to Silver Spar while we wait for her contact?
I think maybe we should just. It's already 4 o'clock. We're probably going to be flying there unless we want to blind teleport, which it sounds like we don't want to do. I think maybe we just spend the night, take off tomorrow unless we've gotten the message back. Although maybe we'll get the message tomorrow and we'll know what our timeline is looking like. If she's going to be here today, we can wait. If it's going to be a few days, we can go to Silver Spar first.
Okay, so just plan to leave in the morning for Silver Spar if we haven't heard from her.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me, unless anyone else has thoughts. This also can give some time to go to Judith, try and get some anti-charm items if anyone wants any.
Oh yeah, we can get something from Judith.
Cool.
Awesome. So, going to Judith's.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean,
All right. I just need confirmation of where you guys are going and what you're doing, guys. All right. So, you guys head off to Judith's Intricacies and Oddities. As you arrive and walk inside, Judith greets you. It's been just a couple of hours. Is there something wrong?
hey, should we just totally loop in Judith at this point?
You don't see a reason not to.
She's the member of our party that doesn't travel with us.
The only danger is that she's also charmed, but I think we all agree that seems very unlikely.
I thought that was Cash, but
No, Cash we know is charmed.
Cash doesn't travel with us.
All the time. Let's just tell her.
Yeah. Do we want to actually? I feel like Spark's Notes version, we just tell her basics of. I had the conversation with her in the past about. I thought the party was charmed by this mysterious being. Kind of the information about who Kendall is, the fact that I think I broke the charm of all the party members, how Superior Soul's being kept by them, how I think maybe the consortium's also being charmed. We're looking for Glimmerdeep to find her ex-lover, who was a member of the Order of the Knights. We also need to find out where the Crimson Halls, it's not the word, whatever, Crimson Fortress actually is. Spark's version basically of what we've learned. I'm going to leave Rufinus out of it. I feel like I'm not going to really mention her, but otherwise I'll just kind of fill what information we have. And so that's why we're here, to see if maybe there's some anti-charm items that a couple members of the party could carry on.
Oh,
which is a very long way of saying that he and Samara are dating now.
Really?
Really?
Sayson?
That's all I got from the last conversation.
Wait. This place you have to tell the truth.
Yep.
I honestly
from his
was not paying
perspective.
attention to this conversation.
All right. She looks at you, Sayson, you know she's dangerous, right?
I know she's dating. This is all news to me. We are not dating. Oh, why?
She raises an eyebrow at Oshin. Oshin, is there an explanation for why you're trying to get your friend in trouble?
I haven't seen him act that nervous around any other individual.
Interesting.
I just assumed they were dating.
Sayson, are you interested in Samara?
No. Mm-mm.
Sayson, is this
A
the
lot of
truth or
no's.
not?
It is the truth.
There was a lot of
Nah,
hesitation
yeah.
there.
Romantically
I hear it.
interested, or
Yeah,
like...
I think that has to be for him. For him, he's thinking romantically interested. So for one big moment of hesitation, it's like, no, it's romantically interested. That's how he's taking this.
Okay. So he's not romantically interested in her?
Correct.
Okay.
But that was also the hesitation. She was thinking about how he was taking this.
Well, so you needed things to help as far as charmed statuses go.
Yeah, not from Samara. From what's her name again? Kendall. Yeah, Kendall.
Oh. Well, that's a different story.
What? Does nothing work on her?
Well, some things do. I would recommend... Do any of you know how to prepare a hero's feast?
What now?
It's a
I've definitely eaten
ritual
Bryn
that...
can do it, right?
Bryn, can you do
Oh, yeah,
hero's
he makes
feast?
heroes feast all the time.
No, I
I-
think it's a cleric or like high level bard spell.
No, I think you did it. Wasn't there like lasagna?
No,
I think you did a
Don't sell
lasagna.
yourself short, buddy. You make great banquets.
Hey, I make a mean lasagna. I'm not disputing that, but it's
Yeah, that lasagna was divine.
my lasagna is not quite good enough to give advantage on wisdom saving throws for the next 24 hours.
Are you
I
sure?
that was
Real
that was
bummed.
Crystal.
I felt amazing.
That would be my main recommendation if you're going to go up against our mutual contact. As far as items that could provide you protection, the one that I would recommend is currently in the possession of the city's champion, Iceberg Sparkle.
Yeah, we were just with him.
Really? I heard he had faced off against some new challengers.
Yeah, it was us. We beat him up, and I threw him at the wall a bunch, and then I jumped really high in the air and pile drived him. It was awesome.
That's very impressive. Iceberg does not usually get manhandled very easily.
Well, I'm very good at that.
She smiles at you. I'll make sure that any little kobolds that I meet, especially little friendly ones, hear about that.
Yeah.
You realize she's trying to hook you up.
Oh, I'm already taken.
She goes, really, Ruzid? By whom?
Yeah. Oshin.
Congratulations.
Leg.
Okay. She smiles. Well, I'm very happy for the two of you.
Yeah.
So, is there something specific you were interested in?
Well, I mean, that's what we were saying, is something that protects us from Kendall. But if he got nothing, then I guess we're out of luck.
There are many things that can protect you from a woman like Kendall. However, Kendall and her sisters are devious and shift their plans. Each of them is good at different things. What works on one likely won't work on another.
Maybe we just have so much stuff that no matter how many times they shift up their plans, they're still screwed.
That would be delightful.
Do you know the difference in their abilities or anything like that in terms of what they can do?
No, I try not to consort with succubi.
Yeah, don't we all? I say, glaring at the party.
Hey, they came on to me and there was nothing I could do. They use like their hypnotizing eyes or whatever. I don't know how the hell they charmed me.
Yeah,
They
it was
charmed
their
me.
eyes.
Look, I'm not into succubi. I'm not.
You were literally in this group the most into succubi.
Because they charmed me. I think they look ugly as hell.
They're all right.
Oh, so now I know the one who's getting charmed.
Once again, I love the fact that you have to tell the truth in here.
I am
It's
an
great.
objective arbiter.
So, is there anything specific that I can help with?
Honestly, maybe not at this point. If
Yeah, unless you guys have
looking for an
something.
item anyway.
If you're looking for a specific item, I'm open to talking about it, but I need to know what you guys are looking for.
Are you implying that there's a no soliciting rule here? Because it sort of feels like I'm getting that vibe.
No. People can solicit here all the time, Coin.
Yeah, just curious.
However, the sale of corn could be messy here, especially considering the additives that I've heard you keep.
Well,
And
yeah. I mean, I'm not looking to offload product either. I think you do you. You sell your trinkets, and I promise to not sell any trinkets.
Thank you, Coin.
And you
It'll
don't sell
be
any coin.
I'm not going to sell any corn. I'm not interested in
good.
competing with you on the corn market. You can have the corner on that market.
Coin smiles and finger guns at you. Yeah.
Now, you do know that with that type of ingredients, that's how you get ants, right? Do you want ants?
Yeah, it's perfect. I think every restaurant is desperate for an ingredient that they can grow in the kitchen.
She looks at
Like
you. Perhaps you're right.
I guess when
I'm
you
just
put it that
cutting
way,
out a
it's kind of
step.
Genius, isn't it?
I'm literally cutting out a step.
So
Wait,
you're going kitchen to market as opposed to farm to market.
kitchen to table.
Kitchen to table.
Now you're
Not just
talking.
cooking it.
Aren't all restaurants kitchen to table?
Yeah,
I'm-
exactly.
I'm cutting out the transportation of product of getting the ants from, outside of the kitchen to the kitchen.
Well,
I'm cutting
technically,
out,
ants
like-
probably did come from the outside to the kitchen.
Well, the first ones were.
You have
I'm just-
ethically sourced ant queens, Coin.
You have a lovely shop. Any specials?
I see you dodges the question. She smiles kindly at you. Fine, keep your secrets.
I will.
Wait, I have an idea for the ants. What if you did like dried ants, so it'd be like a nice crunch?
I think that'd be a good way to mix it with the live ones. Get a flavor profile. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not too much of a fan of insects on my food.
Not until you try it.
I have tried it, and I don't like it. It's like that delicacy from far to the east. The one with a pork quarter and fowl droppings. Yeah, the
That's
green
valid,
eggs
yeah.
and ham.
That's the one. The classic green eggs and ham.
I'm not a fan. No, Sam, I am not a fan. Green eggs and ham.
Coin nuts.
All right. Anything else you needed,
I'm like that
Judas? Oh, good.
I like that with caviar. Don't care for it.
Perhaps. Caviar is an acquired taste. Very salty. And the texture is odd.
Deep.
Regardless.
Well, this was a productive conversation.
Have a wonderful
Get a little
day,
bit
Seated
closer.
Coin, and tell Cash that I'll be swinging by later for dessert.
He's already making connections. I don't know if I'm proud or mad, and I will tell him that.
Your friend Cash is quite persuasive and quite the salesman.
Yeah, of course he is.
You realize he's branched out off of the cob and is now selling popcorn as well.
I was not circled in on that. You telling me he cut me out?
Perhaps it's something you should check on. The caramel
Well,
corn
considering
was
that
quite
you
delightful.
cut him out, and you're a clone of him. I would kind of expect him to cut you out.
That's different.
It's really not.
Coin does not elaborate on why that is different.
All right. Ready to depart, Judith? Cool.
Yeah.
I have no business.
All right. So we go back out into the town.
Well, I guess it was a bust. No rings of stopping you from getting mind controlled.
Fortunately not. Maybe we can get some tinfoil.
For what? The corn?
Not for the coin, for our heads. Maybe like that'll keep them out.
Oh.
It's always corn with you people.
Some would say that you're the corny one.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to putting a ban on that word.
Popcorn.
I'm trying to separate my businesses and you're muddying the waters. So if we can't get, useful objects for fighting these succubi, what's the next order? What is step -1?
What's step -1?
I thought we already did step
While we
minus
wait
one.
for-
Did we have a step -2?
We did that too, I think.
Oh,
I think we need to figure out where Glimmer Deep is.
we're making
Yeah,
good
I
progress.
think. So we have a couple options. For one, we can just wait for Samara to put us in contact with Ashlyn. We can go to not Glimmer Deep. We can go to the other place. What's it called?
Silver Spar.
Silver Spar. Thank you. I keep forgetting. We can go to Silver Spar tomorrow, or we could try and reach out to Rufinus and see if she has any information on Glimmer Deep. But I feel like it doesn't hurt either way to wait till tomorrow at this point, because it's probably like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which we don't really want to be doing any crazy travel today.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a great plan. I'm all aboard.
I got
Yeah.
nothing on the
Also,
docket.
exactly.
Yeah.
Brain does need some rest.
I'm actually doing quite
Yeah,
well.
by the way.
I've had one stressful day, one relaxing day, and today is the second relaxing day, assuming nothing crazy happens in the afternoon. And so I need one more day after this, and it can be a stressful day if need be, because the grand total that I need to hit is 6. So one more day of any flavor after today will put me back in fighting shape. So yeah, no, I can start traveling as soon as tomorrow if we want to go ahead and get started.
Sounds like that's the plan then.
Yeah. I
get our
say
rest
Silver
up.
Spar in the morning, unless we hear anything else.
I'll give Cash the rundown on how to run the business while we're gone, and I'll be ready in the morning.
So you guys go back to the corncob stand?
Yeah, I would say so.
Awesome, cool. So as you guys approach the corncob stand, the door is open.
Ominously or gratefully?
It is ominously open. You look inside as you're approaching. You can see that there are 2 chairs that have been knocked over.
Where's Cash?
I would like to hide.
Okay, please roll your stealth check.
The floor is a
Get
mess up here.
perceptions check. You see that a jar of roaches has been shattered and the palmetto bugs are scattered all over. Oshin, Coin, and Tati. Hermenos, not you. But the others. Ruzid as well. You guys...
Sorry, I'm back. What happened?
I need a stealth check from you, please.
What am I doing?
You're walking into the corncob stand. The door was left ominously open, and you are oblivious to the fact that the rest of your party smells tobacco in here.
Is he running a gambling joint in the back?
I
Would not put it past them.
I would like to cast silence on Sizen and then murder a witch.
You go looking for
I can't cast
cash.
silence.
You can't cast silence? No?
No.
You guys go looking for cash in here, and you will find a pile of snow right next to the broken jar of flavorings.
That's quite rude.
Can we
Let's take a long time
My
today.
characters to back
Follow
to back
the-
nights, Eric.
I'm sorry?
Wait, they killed Cash.
I said you're gonna kill my characters in back-to-back nights.
Coin drops to his knees.
Can I follow the? Oh, good.
After like a moment of silence, he looks up into the sky and yells, "No!"
Oh no.
The camera pans, into the sky. You can't get away with it.
Who
Definitely
can?
kidney bones, huh?
He punches the ground. He was like a brother to me.
We can make another one, right?
Yes, and we will, but this felt personal. It's the principle of it.
Yeah, it's kind of evil. Actually, very evil.
Can I follow the smell of tobacco?
Sure. You follow the smell of tobacco to just next to this pile of snow, where smeared on the wall in finger style is old tobacco spit. It's chew that has been chewed up and spit on the wall and shaped into letters.
What do the letters say?
The letters say, "I'm always watching you."
Eric, out of curiosity, I presume the ruby coin of luck is missing now. Correct or incorrect?
The
Or is it on
ruby
the floor?
coin of luck, she would not have taken it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, she is.
Coin's
not
gonna
interested in that.
grasp it.
Yeah.
Grasps it in his hand. I'll avenge you. I'll avenge you, Cash.
That's not creepy at all. What was written on the wall?
No, it's very creepy, actually.
You're not good at detecting sarcasm, are you?
I know that spell.
Yeah. Okay.
With your passive insight, Pitney Bones has killed your simulacrum.
Did
As
she?
soon as we get Saphira back and we get a ship, she's next.
Did she only walk in, kill Cash, scribble, spit grossness all over the wall, and then leave? She didn't touch anything else?
Jars.
Roll your
Is that-
investigation check.
Investigation.
With the 28, the seals on the bags of corn cobs that are in here, the barrels, have all been opened. When you open and look at them, there is a green fluid that has been poured over all of Coin's corn supplies. This has all been poisoned.
Coin.
I think we
Okay.
need 2 caches. We need to make another one. One to bodyguard the first one, so this doesn't happen again. Or we need better locks.
I
Can
think
I-
it's
I
also
can make it
worth
first. Somebody else
mentioning
knows
something.
which spell.
Sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, I can make one, and somebody else can make a witch spell one.
All right.
I
Walker?
think this raises the uncomfortable possibility that Pitney Bones was trapped on Ikeda for possibly a long time and might know her way around the place. And she's basically telling us that she can get in and out anywhere. I mean, it's not like this place was exceptionally secure, but
This is definitely her taunting. At least that is part of the takeaway of this.
Also
I
visited us
agree.
on our ship when we were out in the middle of nowhere.
I guess
She's
she
a
can kind of
punk.
get to us anywhere. I just want to point out that I don't. If we continue to develop a base on Ikeda, I don't think we should assume that it's safe from her.
Well, ditto.
You know,
We
you
could
should
put up
put
anti-Pitney Bone wards.
you should put some scrying in here next time so we can catch the violence on camera.
Even a simple alarm spell might do us some good.
Probably only cost like 50 gold pieces maybe for a alarm spell. Can I identify the poison that's been poured all over the
Sure.
corn?
Yeah, absolutely. As you roll your medicine check, please.
Sure. With a mask, I will do that.
Okay.
Everyone walks over to watch.
Yeah, that gives me 14. Wait, hold on. 14 plus 6. Yeah, I think that's 20.
Okay. This is a very basic poison. It is literally called basic poison.
Coin's going to swab it with his finger and taste test it.
Okay. It's a little on the bland side.
Is
Can't
it
even
basic?
market this. Yeah, it's basic, alright.
Isn't there like a relatively low level cleric spell called Purify Food and Drink or similar?
It's like 3rd level, I think.
Who are we looking at when we say this?
I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, the sort of ethically correct action would just be to throw out everything that might have been tampered with. And-
Actually, no. It's a first level spell. I can prepare it. I'll just need a day to do it.
Hey, let's do that. I like that
I
option.
feel like it does feel weird to sell that to people. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I feel good about that.
It's what Cash would have wanted.
It doesn't make it a good idea.
Please, Sazen.
Fine, I can do it tomorrow. But like, we
Namaste.
need to make sure it's actually fully good and there's not some other trap in addition to poison.
Maybe we should set up a counter trap.
Like a trap on the counter.
No,
That's
like a
gonna
trap.
be-
Or when she tries to get us trapped, she'll walk into our trap.
That's
Oh,
going to
like
be
the,
tough for a restaurant with active foot traffic.
The bucket,
Crap
the
is-
bucket of water over the door.
It'd be funny, but customers might not like it.
What if she
The
just
fact that we
dissolved?
met her on a ship makes me think that she's probably not weak to water.
But what if she just dissolved like in Wizard of Oz, and that was just we just defeat Pitney Bones,
Is
like
that
dumping
easy?
a bucket of water on her. And I'm just daydreaming. Not important.
It would I'd have to rethink everything I know about how to approach danger. I'll lead with a water
there-
bottle spritz.
Any other signs of tampering with the within the bounds of this building?
The 28 investigation, Tati would notice that she went into the pantry, into the kitchen. She rummaged around in the pots and pans.
She touched everything.
She messed with a whole bunch of things. She rearranged the spices, and she reorganized the contents of the various shakers.
This is ridiculously petty at this point, right?
Like, what did you guys do to really deserve this? This is wild.
Like,
Let
it's
her
one
live.
thing to burn the place down, it's another to go in and intimately mess with all of the organization.
Like, you know,
Well,
the
she is
shaker
an
that has
old
3
lady
holes?
with no friends.
The shaker with 3 holes now has the salt, and the shaker with 5 holes has the pepper.
Say it ain't so. Oh, this is gonna take a week for Cash 2 to clean up.
Because Coin's not cleaning it.
No, obviously.
Well, I will start cleaning it, because ew.
Okay.
Thank you, Tati. It's what Cash would have wanted.
No, at the bare minimum, we need to get the spit and the chew off everything, and like disinfect everything she touched, which is apparently everything.
Thank God we don't have carpet down. That scent. It's gonna be hard to get out.
Let's open these windows and get some air moving. It's hanging in the air in here.
All right. Over the next 2-3 hours, you guys can clean up the corncob stand and get it back to normal.
Well, I have to earn my IOUs, so.
After all, you're getting paid, right, Tati?
Inexperience and IOUs.
Wow.
Man.
Ever since session 1, when Tati's an employee of Seatoad Coin, it's been IOUs and exposure.
There's literally nothing that Tati values above experience, though. So, like, seems
You find the right sucker.
All right. Cool. So, you guys want to bed down for the night?
I certainly am comfortable with that.
I totally feel like this place is gonna blow up, but yeah, what's gonna happen?
Well, I didn't find any
Exactly.
bombs.
That doesn't mean they're not here.
I mean, it usually means they're not here if I didn't find them.
No, not for me. Normally it just means they're here and I didn't see them.
I'll take you around sometime. We'll practice looking at stuff.
I get the vibe that it's. I actually get the vibe that it's not going to be rigged to explode. I mean, if she could have done that much more discreetly. The fact that she went out of her way to make sure we knew makes it's like, why would you bother with the bomb at that point?
Besides, if it blew up, no one would experience the salt shaker fiasco.
Yeah.
I'm
Point.
taking your bed down.
As a question, were you carrying your bucket to the knuckle dusters, or was your bucket left here?
Oh no.
Would have surely been left here.
Coin, when you go to look for your bucket tonight,
Oh.
you go to find it, and you'll find a rope near the outhouse.
Ew.
Your bucket is down below.
I'm just gonna leave that there. Coin's gonna kick the bucket and then walk away.
All right.
I still trance, but I only need 4 hours. I'm gonna do a quick check with Legend Lore to make sure there's no new news about Saphira.
Okay, as far as new news about Saphira, legends about Saphira that would be new here are that she participated in a fight in the grand arena of the Knuckle Dusters. Without lifting a finger, she assisted her party in defeating the champion of the city. She didn't have to be even involved, just her mere presence allowed them to be successful. She's so epic that her aura causes people to succeed even when she's asleep. She stood around in the arena and caused their success to be assured.
Wild. Fantastic. And I would like to use the remainder of the evening while people are sleeping to I'm not keeping watch really, but I'm awake. Making Ruzid toys.
Understood?
I'm gonna make a Ruzid toy that comes with a hag toy.
Okay.
And the hag pieces disassemble and fit in Ruzid's mouth.
Understood? So he can eat the hag pieces?
Yep. They go inside his torso, and if you shake them, you can hear the hag scream.
And when you squeeze it, do the pieces come out the back end?
I thought about it, but then it didn't seem like it was hard to get the pieces back into the hag shape afterwards.
Okay.
And so, like, for the purpose of being able to like reuse the toy, I didn't do the full poop.
Ah, okay.
If you want the pieces back to reassemble the witch, you have to like barf them up.
Understood. Cool. Anyone else want to do anything tonight?
Not
I'm
particularly.
gonna take a level of exhaustion to remake a cache.
Okay, you're going to take a level of exhaustion to remake cache. All right.
Goat.
You using Wish to do that, or how are we doing it?
No, I mean I know the simulacrum spell.
Okay.
I just, I'm gonna drop
If you
another
do it with
2,000
Wish-
gold.
Does it not cost anything?
All right.
Oh, actually, yeah, I can do that to save the money. But the only difference is then, if I'm not healing tonight, I'm going into tomorrow without my 9th level spell as opposed to a lower leveled one.
Yep. Okay.
But that's fine. It's worth it.
So scratch off the 1,500 gold in order to remake cache 2.0.
Oh, no, I'm using the wish spell.
Oh, you're
the
going to
ninth
use the
level
wish
one,
spell?
so
Okay.
Does
Yeah.
that let you skip the time part as well?
I believe it does.
Yeah.
It's just you get to use an action to cast.
Oh,
the
well then,
spells.
that means I can remake cache and then go to bed.
Yeah. You should also keep in mind that's not a terrible in-combat trick to pull out.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to make another simulacrum because then cache
Well,
will die. But
yeah.
I mean, when this one inevitably gets killed again by Pity Bones.
he won't.
Cash
It's a
will say,
wonderful
I probably
thing.
will. I think Cash knows what's up. I think he knows the position he's in.
Cool.
So is he like, does he sort of poof into existence?
He poofs into existence.
It's interesting that mechanically, this is technically not like Cash did have divergent memories and experiences from Coin at this point. So this
Right.
is technically not a continuation of Cash, but
Correct.
I do think he's gonna pop out. Coin's gonna walk up to him, and they're both in. The simulacrum is gonna say, "You can call me Cash." Coin will be like, "I know. You should probably keep a journal because yeah, I had a. But I do get the ruby coin. Okay, fine. But no more secrets. No more shorting. Sure. And if you're in a different room, at some point you stop being able to tell who is talking to who as they start, smoozing each other. But Coin is going to flip Ruby Coin of Luck to this Cash 2 effectively.
Okay.
And I think Cash is going to quickly, the same way the first Cash jumped into his role very quickly.
Yeah.
Before long you almost couldn't tell that he's gone because he's immediately back to work in the back room.
Okay.
And I think at some point Coin will return to his own quarters. They'll bicker about who gets to sleep in the sink, and then
Sure. Would Cash be tasked with cleaning the bucket?
I think they would mutually agree that that bucket has seen its time. They're going to clean it, but they're not going to use it. They're just going to sell it and not
All right.
tell anyone what has happened to this bucket.
That's valid. All
One
right.
of them's just going to bunk it out of the water for a day, and I reckon that would be Coin.
Cool. So you can go ahead and gain 10 gold pieces for selling your very fancy bucket.
About time. That pays off half of the
Original
what I
cost.
gave Roosid. No, half of what I gave Roosid
Yeah.
20 gold.
to not talk.
Cool.
Yeah, the bribe. Oh, yeah, that's it, really, for them.
Awesome. Anybody else want to do anything tonight? No?
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
You guys will wake up in the morning to a knock on the door.
I immediately go to stealth and prepare my weapon.
Ooh, big rolls.
Indeed. There's a 20 in there.
Wow, Jason.
Nice.
That's not terrible.
We're gonna go do some work today.
Cool. So at the door, you hear another knock.
Who's gonna get it? I vote not Cash so that we keep Cash alive a little longer.
Can I peek out the window and see who's out there?
Outside, there's a young man, early teens, little tow-headed kid, looking around. He's about to turn away to walk away. He's got a little note in his hand.
This is a message.
I'll open the
I
door.
Okay.
Sorry. If there's a bomb,
The kid looks up at you. Oh, well, you're not as handsome as she said.
She lies.
Right. I'm supposed to tell you, and he reads the note, that Ashlyn will be here in 6 days.
You gotta be honest, you need to know for that?
He looks at you. Fuck you. closes it, and walks away.
You're supposed to give him a tip,
We
size.
got tip him. Yeah, tip him. Or maybe we don't
Tip
tip
was
say that
just remember that, man.
don't curse out your clients.
That could have been sensitive information.
Yeah, but at least he got it right.
I never saw the note.
Because it was sensitive
Are we
information.
sure that real size didn't die in salty?
Oh no.
I just woke up. Listen.
You just woke up from your, what,
From my
4-hour
peaceful-
trance?
trance.
We should make another salty. He was funny.
Might
Bring
have
him
to
along
wait.
for the humor.
All right, so you guys have been told that it will be 6 days before Ashlyn DeLise comes to town. What would we like you guys to do for 6 whole days? We can gloss over most of it. We don't have to go and explore the entire 6 days unless there's things you'd like to do during 6 days.
Where are we
Is
gonna go to the
to
other
Can we-
4 days
Sorry.
is 4 days to Silver Spar.
Yeah, I think we can do a road trip and then teleport back.
Yeah, I think that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Let's do it.
Every single second of this 6-day passage of time.
We're going to do a real-time session
For 6 days.
for 6
You
days.
know how many pointless
Yeah.
conversations we'd have?
That's one.
I'm excited for the real time sleep time.
The real-time sleep time.
Yours is only 4 hours, so enjoy it.
No, I'm gonna be up doing stuff while everybody else is sleeping.
Just like normal?
Just like normal.
Wake up at 6 a.m. for roll for the second watch.
You can feel free to trust that I'm having a watch, but you won't know because you're asleep.
One of these days I need to do a real-time D&D game and be like, you guys have 4 hours to complete this mission. Real time, let's go.
Would be interesting.
I mean, I've got my sword. Let's go.
Yeah.
Take me half that time to pack my bag.
That'd be interesting because you could time events.
Right. You could. All right. So we are going to have you guys travel all the way to Silver Spar over the span of 4 days. As you guys arrive, the gates to Silver Spar are closed, and they look like this.
Oh, we should have called ahead.
Man,
I think we can knock.
What are these faces? These are huge, And
Those are dwarves.
cranky looking.
a little vain, don't you think, to have that right on the front gate?
It's great. They look almost like
Good craftsmanship.
like they look like real faces.
It's good craftsmanship. I just think tastefully.
They don't even look like
That-
stone. They look. Are you really sure?
I'm gonna see if the Coin's gonna wave his hand.
Try
Ah.
talking to one.
Hi, I'm Tati.
There's no response.
Oh, not even like a eyebrow twitch.
There's no actual hair. These are just carved out of the stone and painted
looks
to
like
look
hair.
lifelike.
It's very convincing. Crazy good. Is there a bell?
You look for a bell. You do not see a bell. There is a large knocker
Gone.
on the door.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll go.
knock.
I'll go. He's gonna knock. That makes more sense.
Oshin, you grab the large ring and knock on the door. Boom.
You can knock next time, Tati.
Boom. Boom. After a few moments, you hear, "Who's there?"
Hi, I'm Tati, and we're friends. We would like to visit the city of Silver Spar.
The city is closed.
It's closed. Is there a holiday going on?
We've been dealing with earthquakes. The city is closed due to safety concerns. What's your
Oh, we're not
business?
really concerned about safety. Can we come over anyways?
No.
Wait, What's this, guys? Was the earthquake our fault? Was that tied to killing Sagaeus?
Maybe.
We didn't do
That's a good
earthquakes.
point.
Don't take
No, we don't-
responsibility for that in front of the store.
We don't say out loud. We don't blame anyone. We just say we think we know what caused the earthquakes and they're not happening again. When was the last time you had an earthquake?
Would have been 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind.
Did we sense that on the road? Like, were we close enough to the city to feel it?
Yes, you would have felt
Okay.
2 earthquakes that happened about 2 minutes apart. The first being significantly stronger than the second.
I love that Sazin would know that and still wonder if it was us. Like,
Oh man, what did we do while we were traveling?
But because
I
you were
just
out in the
assume
middle of
everything's everyone's
nowhere,
fault.
because you guys were out in the middle of nowhere, it really didn't impact you guys. Like, trees don't
Right.
fall over very often during earthquakes.
We
Well,
were
I
in
mean,
my
flight for a
neighborhood.
lot of it.
Yeah, I assumed we were flying anyway. So
That's really funny.
So yeah, if you guys were flying here, you did not feel the earthquakes.
So, what do we have to say to get us to let us in?
Who are you
That's
anyway? Nobody comes and visits the dwarves.
They're
Yeah,
right.
I can understand why.
That's not true. My cousin did. Hey, I heard there's like a whole city with trade and stuff here.
The city is closed.
No, I get that, but is the market closed too?
The market is active, but damaged.
we're networkers, actually.
Wait,
Yeah, we're
what
not
if-
actually here
what
for
if
the
we made
city,
an
we're here for the
investment
market.
It sounds like an investment opportunity, Coin.
We're networkers, traveling businessmen. We're just a traveling pack of 7 business people. And
One of the
We would
rivets
love-
turns and opens, and you see just an eyeball looking through the rivet hole. It scans across
sell
you guys. What?
Rooted waves.
We sell corn.
we also sell corn.
Aha! One moment. Click.
Uh,
Like a full moment.
How many moments are we waiting here?
The doors
One.
will unlock and open just barely. And a woman, a female dwarf, steps through wearing bright orange armor. Okay, so what be you trading? As the doors behind her close.
So, first and foremost, I come on behalf of Cassius Corn. So, we specialize in a complexity of corn-based treats. Now, I don't have any with me for you to taste test, but I do have several IOUs for any amount of stock of corn you are interested in. Obviously,
Are you telling me
Right.
that you sell corn and corn-like accessories?
exactly what I'm saying. Thank you. Someone who gets it, finally. Now, that's not the only matter of business. I also
Yes,
do a lot
lad.
of traveling. So I tend to be able to, if you're looking to export anything, I can run it for you and get the money back to you.
Before we continue, lad, what kind of creature are you?
Grode,
Never heard of you.
Coin does a turnaround. Yeah, if you have. It's a lot like the grungs, if you know what those are.
Never heard of them either.
You know that big, endless realm of water near the shoreline?
Don't go
The
there. I
edge.
hate it. Last time I was on a boat, it sank.
So have you ever like filled your bathtub too much? Too much water?
Yes, I've had my bathtub overfilled, but I don't fill it myself, you understand?
Okay, so imagine that, but on like a planetary scale, and it was like most of the planet. There's like a whole world, you know, out there of just water, and there are water people, and I'm kind of a water person. Actually,
What do they come up with next? A whole new world, huh?
in a way, I'm kind of like a distant cousin to you, because you're underground, I'm underwater, and then there's like the bird people in the sky, and then there's like the weirdos who walk on land. But
Right.
Isn't
Those
a
are the
bad thing.
dragons in the sky.
and the dragons.
Yeah.
The dragons
just saying,
can go
I
to
kinda have
hell
more-
as far as I'm concerned.
I don't blame you. A lot of them are pretty not nice. But I'm cool.
Are you a dragon kobold? Or are you
Well,
a
I'm half.
kobold?
Half dragon.
Oh, bastard. I understand.
Yeah. There's a funny story behind it.
What's the funny story? Make me laugh.
Oh, you want to know? Well, I think I can be summed up in one sentence. You know, my father used to be called Rishi the Dragon Effer.
She looks at you.
Used to be called.
Well, I guess still called, but like, I have no idea where the hell he even is. I don't know if you even know if he's still alive.
She looks at you. And that's the funny story.
I mean, I'm the child. I don't know what the hell went on in their bedroom.
It hits
I think you
later.
misunderstand the word funny, young man.
I think it's funny.
Aha.
I mean,
Okay.
imagine the dynamics between like a little kobold and a giant green dragon. It's probably going to be at least a little bit silly.
Hours later, when you're thinking about something else, this will sneak up on you and you'll start laughing.
Yeah.
Perhaps so. So, lads, lassies, Silver Spar's closed, but what can I do for you? Why have you come to the city of the dwarves?
I heard that the dwarves of Silver Spar had hosted some of the greatest adventurers to travel to the Hells.
It's true.
And since that is a place that we might have to travel on some of our business, we were hoping to get some advice.
Well, why would you want to go to the Hells?
Well, want to is
Most
a
of
strong
you-
word.
Most of you'd likely end up there anyway, except for the churchy boy there. And yourself,
one
of
of our-
course.
One of our friends was stolen, trapped in a gem, and taken by a succubus. So we have to get her back.
Why'd they go and do a thing like that?
Why did the succubus do it?
No, why
She's
would they have gotten
awful.
themselves trapped?
Well, you see, she's a little bit reckless.
Ah.
You mean amazing?
Well, I was gonna say that next, but she's also
Tend to
amazing.
happen to her.
Well, if I were you, and I wanted to go down towards the Hells, first, I wouldn't do it. I'd change my mind and do something else. But
That
the
sounds
second
boring.
thing, I would get potions of fire resistance. It'd be hot down there. Been there twice myself. I would
You just
keep holy water with me, both to quench my thirst if I need it, and to ensure that it assists in dealing with all of the dark forces be down there.
I gotta ask, was the quench your thirst thing a joke, or is that like, does water, like, does it have to be holy down there?
Oh, you bathe in the unholy waters of the river Styx, lad. You likely die. And then you
Okay,
can be
bring her
lost, and one of the Sharon have to take you off in their little boats.
I
And you
understand
become a
that, but I'm
permanent
asking,
resident.
like, does all of our water have to be holy, or can I just get, tap and be fine?
take your own water with you, that'd be fine. Just don't drink what's there.
Can do.
And whatever you do, don't bathe in it.
Understood.
You wouldn't want to grow a couple extra arms, legs, and lose your mind. You understand?
I mean, I grew some extra wings, so that was pretty good for me.
She looks at you. You're one of them sky-dwelling kobolds, ain't you?
I mean, I think there are people of my kind who are naturally born with wings like mine, but these wings came because I think I'm a half-breed. Or I am a half-breed.
Right.
They just popped out. It was kind of weird. Like, there was this Time Lord, and he made me age, like, super fast all in a moment, like 20 years, and then after that happened, these wings just popped out of my back.
Mighty convenient, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So, why would you be going to the Hells?
There's a place called the Crimson Storied Tower of Evil.
Yeah, something like that.
Crimson Glass.
Fortress of Crimson Glass.
That sounds right.
Yeah, Fortress of Crimson Glass. Yeah.
Really?
Have you
Don't know
heard of
anything
it?
about it. No. It's not near
it's
our
supposed to be-
hellmouth.
Succubi is that has our friend's soul, so we kind of wanted that.
Succubi! Ah! The dwarves know better than to deal with them.
They say they're the princesses? The succubi princess?
Oh. So, you're talking about some of them nasty folk that go and be all temptressy and such.
Yes.
They're not in
and
the
they make
hells.
cookies.
They're on the edge. Far away from here, though. Not down in the Hellmouth. See, the shaft within Silverspar goes down to the third layer. We don't have anything on the brim. Imagine a caldera of a volcano that goes deeper and deeper. As you descend, it gets worse and worse. What you're looking for is near the rim.
You know where we can find the rim?
Sadly, boy, I don't.
What is the rim adjacent to?
I'm not sure. Too far away from here. Can't see it from the Hellmouth down here. It's not a sight that you really want to go and see anyway.
Well, it sounds better than going deeper and deeper into the center of hell.
Hey, probably so.
Is it less hot? Do I not need a fire potion? Fire resistance potion?
Honestly don't know, lad. I've never been there. But the rumors of a fortress of crimson glass, they speak of great wealth that might be cursed. Take a piece and leave a piece, they say.
We might have to rethink that profit line then.
The Fortress of Crimson Glass be one of those outposts, a bastion of darkness somewhere far from here. You're gonna have to find a way to get past the wards, weaken them somehow. Otherwise, you'll just be rebuffed by all the magics of these places. Even the Hellmouth here in Silverspar, to get down, we have to do a large incantation with 20 of our folks, or no one gets down. Otherwise, the fiends and devils could pour up from below and swarm all over Toivoan. So, tell you what, young man. I'll take 100 bushels of corn. And in exchange, I'll give you 100 gold pieces.
100, huh? It's pretty premium stuff. But, for a first purchase, one of many, I think I could make a deal.
Great. When will it be here?
Well, we gotta get word back, which we could probably do magically. And then we need to get someone to send it out. So I'd say no longer than 5 days.
You should pay some adventurers to escort it.
Yeah, could be less.
Very
You
well.
pay me an extra 20, I could make sure it's here in 3 days.
Deal. And she'll give you 120 gold to deliver 100 bushels of corn to the gates of Silver Spar.
Gwen, it took us 4 days to get here.
Well, whoever I pay will find a way. Or it'll be their problem.
Set up a level 1 quest line.
Yep. All right. Any other questions you have for this woman?
When is the city going to be open again?
When it's safe enough for the tall folks to not bang their heads on the low rocks and that we don't risk any dwarven lives due to collapsing ceilings.
I don't know. Me and Coin aren't that tall. Surely you can let us in, right?
She glares at you. Dwarves only, lad.
I can't grow a beard, but if I would, I would out of honor for
Can I
your...
put on a beard? Would that count?
No, kobold, it would not.
Thought I'd try.
Y'all have a wonderful day. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Here's half up front and half upon the rest of the delivery.
Certainly.
Hang on. Is that it? There's nothing we can say that will allow us to come in and have an audience.
Yeah,
Could ask her
I can
name.
say the verbal components to the knock spell, but
Okay, we're not breaking into the place. We're probably gonna end up fighting 10 billion dwarves coming out of there.
What audience do you want? I'm the ruler of Silver Spar, Marcoria Farovane.
Damn.
She rules all of Silver Spar, and she came out to meet with us.
Damn, you
Coin.
got some guts coming out here, huh?
Honored, truly. Also feeling more lowballed on that 120 now. But to be honest, we're here. I don't know how much you picked up through conversation. On behalf of a troubled ally. And it would be remiss of us to not implore you to simply let us pass through, or at least experience your culture in hopes of finding some sense of direction.
He looks at you and considers. Please roll your persuasion check, sir.
in
Coin
exchange,
will-
what if I help rebuild parts of the city?
How would
I
you
will
do
attempt
so?
lucky.
Is there anything outside that looks brokenish?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to, in the gap between the face on the left and that
Sure.
other wall, gonna crest wall of stone,
Okay.
just
She-
to like show her that I could repair like walls or things that are broken.
She looked at you. So, a bit of a stone mage, eh? Bet you liked it hard. She pats the stone
Grizzly
wall.
blushes.
So, we could use you, that's true. But not liable for your safety, you understand.
That's right. He's tasked with that, and I'll point at Sizen.
Wait, so Sizen's our insurance policy? I guess that makes sense.
Always
Pretty
has
much.
that.
It's me or Bryn. Take your pick.
All right.
Yeah, I vote you.
Come on in. But
Yay.
only to the market. and the inn. Am I understood?
Understood.
No going to the Hellmouth. We don't have the forces to keep it shut.
Is it just open? Right now?
She looks at you. It's as closed as it can be.
What kind of forces would you need to shut it again? Or to defend it if it were to be opened?
Vigilant ones. People who could stay here for days and weeks. Us dwarves get tired after a week of work. A week's shift is a long time to stay awake and conscious without falling to temptation of the voices from below.
A week shift is really long. I would get so bored.
Well, come on in.
Yes.
And she's gonna bang on the doors, and you guys are going to hear a voice. Are you sure? Open up, you daft oaf! And the doors to Silver Spar will open. You guys can pass beneath the arch and into the dwarven city of Silver Spar. And we will explore all about that next week on the Toivoan Trainwreck. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. Check out the Patreon. If you know someone's playing in one of my games, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them. I will be doing some one-shots soon, so look for those announcements over on Patreon and in Discord. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful night. Please stay safe, and we will explore Silver Spar next week. We'll be back on Friday night with the Friday Night Lights as Kier Katak starts his search for Ashlyn Delise, as he's actively trying to avoid her while he's in Nausea. Good job, guys.
Such a goofy session.
Yep.
I can't believe we almost got turned away at the door.
Well, the fun part for me is Kier Katak on Friday nights has actively been avoiding Ashlyn and trying not to contact her. And you guys have actively set up a meeting to where she is arriving in the city in which he is currently residing.
That's funny.
So funny. And also, we're very prepared to sell him out, despite the fact that we don't really know who he is.
Understood. It's great. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night, and we'll figure out where you guys go from here.